Oh my God. Look at his balls. They are so big. He must be one of those gamer guys. Like, who understands them anyway?
I say, what? Balls! Who's got the balls? I got the balls. Big, big, big balls. Who's got the balls? I got the balls. The big, big, big balls. The balls. Who got the balls? I got the balls. The big, big, big balls. Balls. Who got the balls? I got the balls. The big, big, big balls. Balls. Who's got them balls? I got the balls. The big, big balls. Who's got them balls? I got the balls. The big balls. Balls. Big, big balls.
Well, let me just introduce you to my balls here, okay? The right one's Chuck, and the left one's Norris.
This song is all about my balls. 'Cause they big, the opposite of smalls. I see my balls be bouncing left and right. My balls be owning you tonight.
Who got the balls? I got
I
the
got
balls.
the balls, big balls.
Who got the balls? I
I
got the
got the
balls.
balls,
Big, big,
big balls.
Who got them balls? I got them balls. Big, big, big balls. Who's got them balls? I got them balls.
Big, big, big balls. Big motherfucking balls.
Let me just tell you a quick story about my balls, okay? They're big, they're round, and they're big.
Big, big balls. Balls.
My balls need some sucking. My balls need licking. My balls be swinging. My balls need some sucking. My balls need licking. My balls be swinging, swinging. Balls be swinging. My balls need legend. No imitation. My balls need two-wheel barrels for transportation.
Balls.
My balls be jive. My balls be enormous. My balls waving in the air. My balls like they just don't care. Elephants be all like, damn, them Geeks balls. My balls be huge. My balls be Angus. My balls.
Balls.
What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD. And as you can see, going solo tonight. Don't know where everybody's at. Must be busy, must be doing other things, but that's okay. We'll do some big things by ourselves. When we're solo, that means there's nobody here to stop me from my crazy rants, to go off on my tangents, or to say controversial things that are going to get everybody associated with the channel canceled. So we're going to have a good time tonight. If somebody pops in, we'll let them on, of course. 56 says, stop forcing balls on us. You will enjoy my big balls. 56K. We're going to be talking a lot of things, because a lot of things have happened. We canceled Tuesdays or Monday stream. People were feeling under the weather, so we got to figure out some of the stuff that was going on then. And then, of course, we're going to talk about some of the newer stuff that's happened since then. Some of it being Christina Ricci being threatened with a lawsuit over declining to do a sex scene. Ooh, that's going to be spicy. We got to talk about, of course, Victoria Alonso being ejected from Marvel Studios. Gal Gadot, was it a deep fake? Was it real? Was she on the set? People were talking about it. We're going to give our 2 cents. Of course, we got to talk about that Flaming Hot Cheetos movie. Jesus Christ, they are scraping the bottom of the barrel. Are they not? Amanda Bynes apparently went crazy and was walking around Hollywood naked. For some reason, this never happens around me. Celebrities want to get naked, run around the streets. But apparently, they don't do it in my neighborhood, unfortunately. Whitney Cummings talks about comedians are now the bad guys. They have become the enemy. And she doesn't like that. So we're going to talk about that. And, of course, we got to talk about that #1 hit on the Billboard music charts. That's right. Justice for All's featuring the J6 prisoner choir and Donald Trump. Ooh, that's going to be spicy. Some spoilers, slight spoilers for The Mandalorian. We're not going to go into full discussion on the episode, but there is something I wanted to talk about because somebody has finally managed to become a Jedi, and oh my God, is it glorious. And of course, we got to talk about Bailey, whatever the hell her name is, the Little Mermaid star, because she's gone crazy talking some mad shit. So we're going to get into that. We're going to find out if Tony is a boy or a man. I am a man, baby. All man. Either way, lots of things to talk about. Lots of stuff. Going to get crazy around here. But how's everybody doing? How are the lovely fans doing? Usually I got somebody here to calm me down. Blinded says he's going to be on soon. All right. So we'll have Blinded. Hopefully he gets here before I say anything controversial. Let's see if he can beat the clock. All right, Blinded. Ready? All right. So we're going to be talking Bailey. Haley? I don't know how to pronounce her fucking name. The Little Mermaid star. She's done fucking gone crazy. And I think we got to talk about this. Hale Bailey says, The Little Mermaid will see Ariel leave the ocean for more than just a boy. Oh my God, already. This is a stupid statement because the original Little Mermaid, both the Hans Christian Andersen story and the Disney adaptation of said story, had nothing to do with Ariel leaving for a boy. No, in fact, she sings a whole song about wanting to be part of that world. That's right. She's fascinated with the surface world. She's fascinated with the land. Meeting the prince is just kind of like a cherry on the top of the cake. This is not what it's about. But apparently, Halle Bailey, she's reduced it to Ariel just wanting a boy. Sad. Of course, this is going to be used to deflect all criticisms of the movie. It's going to be used to change the story and to basically make it into something that it isn't, which is a shame because The Little Mermaid is a nice story. I like the original film. The Disney-fied version of the Hans Christian Andersen story is fantastic. But apparently they can't leave stuff alone. It's bad enough they got to bring it to live action when it shouldn't have been. He's just remastered, updated, made it look a little more pretty with some sort of modern technique on the art. Hey, what's up, Joseph Santos? 56 says, let Tony sweat a little bit. We ain't sweating, baby. We ain't sweating. Ooh, excuse me. Says, Haley Bailey says that when audience finally sees the live action The Little Mermaid, they should expect a modern twist to Ariel's motivations. So again, this is insane because Ariel's motivations were just to be part of that world. Isn't that what she's saying? She says she would do anything to be part of that world. She wants to live on the surface. She wants to walk on the sand, feel the sun on her skin, the wind in her hair. She wants to explore all the different things that the surface world has to offer. I don't remember her ever singing a song like, hey, I just want a boy, or I'm going to do whatever the boy says. Aston says a modern twist. She comes to land to take on the slave trade. Possibly. We're going to see. Or they fish her out of the sea to put her on a boat. Oof. Says the singer and actress spoke about the experience filming the upcoming Disney movie, along with another film, The Color Purple, as part of a cover story for Edition's March issue. The story, which has already taken a more inclusive bend with its casting, is expected to shift Ariel's motivations around wanting to experience life outside the ocean, the actress said. She goes on to say, I'm really excited for this version, for my version of the film. It's her version. My version. She wrote that shit. My version of the film, because we're definitely changed that perspective of just wanting to leave the ocean for a boy. I don't know how to stress this enough. She never left the ocean for a boy. That is not why she left the ocean. She did not give up her voice in exchange for legs for a boy. She wasn't like, oh man, that's a boy. I got to go up there because there's no boys under the sea, right? There's none but merladies. There's no mermen. No. Bailey explained, it's way bigger than that. It's about herself, her purpose, her freedom, her life, and what she wants. Again, that's what it was originally. It was about her freedom. She didn't want to listen to King Triton. She wanted to be part of the surface world. King Triton wanted to keep her in the ocean. He said, hey, don't go out and explore. Be here, be safe. This is where I have authority over. This is where I can protect you. I cannot protect you in the surface world. Do not disobey me. Listen to me. You are my daughter. And of course, Ariel disobeys. She goes and meets the sea witch, trades in that lovely singing voice for a pair of legs, goes up to the surface, and experiences life outside of the ocean. But of course, the idea of getting kissed in order to, the magical love's true kiss, to free her from the spell, that was added by Ursula. That was Ursula's doing, right? That wasn't. Ariel wasn't like, hey, you know what? Let's make it so that I gotta kiss a boy in order to, win the bet or whatever. What it sounds like to me is that they're gonna take away that whole thing. Because I had said before that what were they gonna do with the whole, mute Ariel and the prince being sort of coaxed into trying to kiss her, kiss the girl, as the song goes. I said, what were they going to do about that, right? So it looks like they're just going to get rid of that. This sounds almost like they're getting rid of that whole plot point. And so the idea of these sea creatures singing and trying to get her kissed in order to free herself from the curse from Ursula, sounds like it's not even going to be part of it. Sounds like it's not even part of the movie because she's a modern, independent woman who don't need no man. She's finally going to learn some ASL. Yeah, she might learn sign language. It's going to take on a whole new thing. She's going to lead the country into a rebellion against the evil monarchy. She's going to smash the patriarchy. And of course, she's going to lead her people to freedom on the surface. All before lunch, because she's a girl boss who don't need no man. Says the multi-finite added that she's happy Disney has made the plot pivot. As women, we are amazing. We are independent. We are modern. We are everything and above, she continued. And I'm glad that Disney is updating some of those themes. There was literally nothing in the original Little Mermaid that was offensive, misogynistic, needing to be updated. Again, I don't know how to stress this. Ariel was an independent woman in the original Little Mermaid Disney version, right? She directly disobeys the king because she does what she wants. She has a secret cove of treasure from the surface world because she's infatuated with the surface. She wants desperately to go up there. When being told not to do something, she does it anyway, right? Repeatedly, because she is her own person. She has autonomy, and she's totally somebody who just does things that she wants. She's an independent woman. But apparently, she wasn't independent womany enough. In 20 years, she grows up to be the dumbest around. Kamala Harris. This sounds like a mess. It sounded like a mess from day one, and now it sounds like an even bigger mess. And what the hell's going on here? Did Wesley get a sex change? It looks like they took Wesley from Star Trek and Jackie from Roseanne and kind of mashed them together. I'm very confused by this image. While discussing her work on The Little Mermaid, the actress also revealed she filmed the under-the-sea adventure for nearly a year at London's Pinewood Studios under some intense conditions and emotionally taxing moments, according to the outlet. That includes spending upwards of 13 hours in the water on some days or in a harness for hours on end. Oof. She got her hair wet and everything. I pushed myself as far as I've ever pushed myself in life, she recounts, and I feel like the message from her was to know that you've always had it in you. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, this is going to be a mess of a movie. It's going to probably make money because Disney always makes money. That's Kristen Baker from Friday the 13th too. Oh, okay. I swear to God, it looked like fucking Wesley from Star Trek had a sex change. I was confused. CJH says, I'm here for the real talk. Where's the real talk? No. The real part, if you look, it's real, REEL, which is movie talk. The real part is the Geeks. We're real. The movie. Blinded, what's up?
What's up? I was in before the show started, but then I had to do something. Yeah.
So what do you think about the Little Mermaid being updated here for modern audiences? She's no longer going to the surface for a boy. She's doing it for other reasons.
Did they explain the other reasons?
Something independent woman who don't need no man.
Oh man. I mean,
It's about herself, her purpose, her freedom, her life, and what she wants.
Right. I mean, I'm curious to see what it is exactly they changed, but I'm not like interested to watch the movie.
Yeah,
because it just seems like a waste.
Oh, 100%. I don't think I've watched a single live action Disney movie except for the 101 Dalmatians. I think that's
the only one that I watched and I liked was Jungle Book, and that was it.
I seen the little clips of the songs. The King Louis song with what's his name? More Cowbell.
No, I don't really remember.
Kristen Walken. Well, what the hell's his name?
Oh, Christian. Yeah. Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. Yeah, where he plays King Louis. I seen that.
Right.
But this is stupid because again, one of the whole plot points is that she has to kiss Prince Edward in order to lift the curse. But if she's not going for a boy, it sounds to me like they're getting rid of that whole thing.
Oops. Ignore that.
We're ignoring. It sounds like we're not going to get any of that. Like it's going to be like a whole new reason why she'll be freed from the curse.
Yeah, that. I mean, it's probably, what's funny? I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the exact same thing from the first movie, but they just change it slightly. Where it's like, oh, well, it's more like she's trying to help the kingdom or something. Or I don't know. Like they'll put a spin to it where it's the exact same thing, but it isn't somehow. That's my guess.
Like she needs something from the. She has to get the king to enter an alliance with the water people.
Yeah, I don't even remember Little Mermaid. It wasn't like my favorite version, but it doesn't even matter because I still didn't even watch my favorite version, which was Lion King.
I didn't watch the Lion King.
Right.
Once I heard that they took out the Nazi song of Lion King, I was like, what's the point of watching it?
I just thought it was weird that they would just make a live action Lion King. It just seems odd. That's why I keep saying to everybody that one day we will see a live action Pixar movies. Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Incredibles. It's going to happen. Because they're running out of ideas at this point. Like, what else? What other movies do they have to remake?
We'll see.
They don't got a lot.
If they're taking live action adaptations of their animated films, maybe they'll take their live action films and turn them into animated. Like we'll get an animated Shaggy Dog, or like an animated Herbie.
I feel like that already exists. The animated Herbie.
Yeah, it's called Cars.
No. I mean, like legitimately.
What's up, George? You a robot today, or?
I have no idea.
Robot. Before you even said the sentence, robot.
I don't understand it. Here's what confuses me, right?
Right.
It sounds like Blinded's either taking a bath or washing dishes, and I hope it's washing dishes.
I'm washing. I'm actually cooking, so because I didn't eat anything today at all.
Oh, that was the sound of you dunking lobsters in the pot. That's what it was.
Right.
What are you eating?
No, I was gonna make a burrito because I mean, there's nothing else to make. So. It's gonna
It
take
sounded
while
like a
to
lot
get
of
done.
water.
That was me washing my hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute myself at some point, or I'll probably just get back to it.
No, Tony, it's the sound of real food. Is that what it was? I was confused.
Real food. Oh my god.
Maybe he's taking a bath while washing the dishes.
Imagine if some. Oh god. Oh my god.
No, but here's what confuses me, right? We have the story. This is the Disney version, right? We've Disneyfied these stories from the original versions.
Right.
And then they go, oh, that's still not good enough, right? We got to change it more now. But then why are you adapting it, right? If you're going, this story's not good enough for modern audiences, then why the hell are you adapting it? Just make a new story, right?
Brand. The brand. That's it. We
Yeah,
all know
just
it's
leave
because
it
of
alone.
money.
Yeah, well, if it's just because of money, isn't it more expensive to change things than just to leave it the way it is?
Not really. I mean, like I said, it's probably a slight change. Like, I don't think this is them completely changing everything. Like, it just doesn't make sense to do that.
I see Aaron's thing in the chat.
What did Aaron say?
It says check your DM group. He's talking to Tony.
Yeah, I seen it. Where it's over. It's dead.
What? Oh, let me go, Snyder.
And I see what he posted. Yeah. Come on, Aaron. Interrupting the show for this silliness.
Talk about
about
Little
Snyder.
Mermaid and how woke it is.
Yeah, we're talking about Little Mermaid.
I'm so sick of the Snyder stuff. We already knew it's dead. Like, what else are they gonna do? Like, come on.
Aston says Song of the South would be great. Live action.
Well,
You know
it
what?
is live action though.
I had this idea. Maybe the Disney executives are really super racist, right? And what if this whole like recasting black actors in the lead roles was all their way to get to Tarzan, so they could have a white woman teach a black Tarzan how to be civilized?
Oh God, there's no way they could do something like that. That'd be fucked up.
To be like, what are you talking about? We've casted black actors in the lead roles for all these movies. Why are you getting upset now?
They've got Tarzan. I don't even know if they'll remake Tarzan because they did the Tarzan. When did that movie come out with? Damn it! Oh man, Skarsgård, the oldest one, I think. He was Tarzan. When was that?
Tarzan?
The Legend of Tarzan. Yeah.
That
When was
like
that?
2016. No, I think that was like
2016. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, the Disney version would just sort of be like that mixed with Jungle Book. I would imagine. And they're still doing Hercules. I don't know at this point.
Yeah, but the Tarzan Disney film has so many more characters because of all the
Right. That's what I was saying. I mean, like, it would be like Jungle Book with Legend of Tarzan.
I've never seen Legend of Tarzan, so I don't know how closely it is an adaptation of the book and everything. So, who owns the right? It's still under the Edgar Rice Burroughs family, no? Does their estate own the rights to Tarzan, or is that like public domain now? Nobody? Okay.
Tarzan rights.
I thought maybe one of you just knew off the top of your head. Let me see. I'm looking it up right now. It looks like I have no idea who has the rights. I mean, it's a 1912 story, so I would imagine that the rights have just they're in the ether now. Gotta be. All right. And either way, Little Mermaid's going to be woke as fuck. Ariel's going to probably put on a bathing cap so she doesn't get her hair wet when she goes in the water. You know how that goes. What are you going to watch the movie, George, or no?
I don't want to, but I know I have family members that are going to want to see this. So I might get dragged into this as much as I don't want to.
Yeah, I was dragged in to see Anastasia when I was younger because all my cousins wanted to see it. I had to go along with them. It's
I'm
a terrible fucking
kind
movie.
I'm like on the same boat as like Blinded,
Anastasia,
like,
the Mickey Mouse Anastasia. What?
No, not Fantasia.
Oh,
Anastasia.
Fantasia. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anastasia, yeah. But when it comes to these live action movies, I'm kind of on the same boat as like Blinded. The only one that I think was truly really very good was The Jungle Book. I mean, I liked Cruella,
Right. Yeah.
but like that's more like a live action prequel than it is a remake.
Right.
So I don't really consider that to be like a remake.
Well, they're probably gonna do Dalmatians. What else? Okay, they have Hercules, 100 Dalmatian, uh, uh, Robin Hood, and is there something else?
Well, did they do a Cinderella one?
They already
Yeah,
did that. That was like the
I know I
first
didn't
one
see
they did.
Cinderella. I heard it was good.
Snow White. They're doing Snow White because Gal Gadot's in that movie. I think that's it. Like, I mean, they're doing the Lion King prequel with Mufasa. Um, yeah, I don't know what else they could do. That's why I say Pixar.
Well,
They're gonna
Disney
do
did
Pixar.
2 Jungle Book movies, so live action movies. So they just redo another Cinderella. Fuck it.
To me, I feel like they would be better off like if they wanted to do remakes.
Disney did. Wait, Disney didn't do 2 Jungle Book movies.
Yeah, they
When?
did.
There
They
was
did
like one in
the
the 90s.
Oh, the one in the 90s. Or
yeah,
oh,
the
God.
Jungle Book Mowgli's Story, which is a 1998 film, and then the 2016 Disney live action.
Okay, I now vaguely remember the one from the 90s.
I never saw the one in the 90s.
Well, I mean, I've never saw it, but I remember the way it looked. Oh, boy.
The thing for me is I feel like they'd be better off like remaking if they want to do remakes, like remake like the animated films that aren't household names like Treasure Planet, the Black Hole, the ones that didn't work out as animated.
That might seem really expensive.
Yeah, but there's no
I mean,
brand
it might-
recognition. That's part of it, no?
That too.
But also,
Yeah.
like I feel like at least then it's like you're giving a property a second chance. It's like you don't really need live action remakes for Aladdin and Lion King when they're instant classics already. Like, why not try doing the ones that didn't turn out to be classics? Like, I think that'd be more interesting, and those would actually probably be pretty cool as live action adaptations. I'm not saying they'd be good, but I think
Actually,
more with them.
Now that I'm looking at it, it's actually the third. There's actually 3.
There's 3 Disney.
Yeah, because Disney
Oh, wow.
did the Rupert Kipling's The Jungle Book was distributed by Disney.
Right.
So, I mean, you can pretty much count that one too.
Mhm. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're probably right. I will get to the point where they're going to be remaking the remakes. Oh my God, if that ever happened, that would be just like.
All I know is if they do a live action Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood, right? They got to reuse the footage of Baloo the bear dancing inside the Disney's Robin Hood like they did for the animated movies. You don't know what I'm talking about or what?
No, I actually don't.
Okay, so in the Jungle Book, remember Baloo the bear starts dancing?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so in the live action, or not the live action, in the animated Robin Hood, Little John is a bear. And at one point they're celebrating in the camp and he's dancing. And it's the exact same. They literally took the animation from the Jungle Book and just colored the bear differently and added the clothes on top of him.
Right.
It's literally the same animation. Disney did that a lot in those old movies. You actually find like the same animation of characters and stuff.
Right.
So if they did that for that, I want to see the live action do the same thing. Aaron wants a live action Toy Story.
Oh no! I would totally flip out, and that'd be the first boycott I would ever do.
Why?
Toy Story.
You don't want
sicker
like
to me.
you don't want like live action, but like from Andy's perspective.
Like it wouldn't make sense. Besides, we have a live action Toy Story. It's called Small Soldiers.
That's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, like that was a decent movie. Like you don't need a live action Toy Story when you got that movie.
Yeah. I can't believe that movie didn't make more noise.
It's been a while
Such a shame.
since I watched that film. I gotta rewatch it one day.
All right. Well, that's all for the live action Disney. I think she's crazy. She apparently doesn't think she's crazy. But let's keep on the track at Disney because we got to go over to the hot mic. We got some scoops here. We're not going to go through all of it because apparently he was dropping scoops like left and right. I got all these little links from Twitter.
Is this the one from today?
Yeah, 5 hours ago. It's one from today. RJ was just blowing up the whole chat with like, "Hey, look at this fucking all from what the hell's that Twitter account?"
I didn't see none of that stuff.
Discussing
I'm gonna have to
film.
look Right.
It's like discussing film. It's like blah 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 blah. Source YouTube video. I click on it. It's like, oh, it's a hot mic, and it's like Lucasfilm rumor. Blah 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 blah. Source YouTube video. Click on it. Same fucking video. Apparently,
Right.
this
This is
video is just fucking dropping everything today.
Right.
But I wanted to go over this Indiana Jones thing real quick. What they had to say about it. Apparently, Jeff Schneider, he's got the inside track, so we're gonna go ahead and listen.
I can't believe this part of it is insider information, but okay.
Oh shit! I just fucking. God damn it! I fucked up. I had to go back to the transcript. There we go. All right. Let's try this again without fucking it up. There we go.
Yeah. This is the other thing that I've heard, and this is also from a good source.
Okay.
I'm told that Ravenwood Indiana Jones series that Lucasfilm is dead.
Wow.
And I'm told that Disney's told Lucasfilm you're only making Star Wars stuff from now on.
What?
No more Indiana Jones, gentlemen. That's it. Only Star Wars stuff from now on.
Wow, such a shocker. No one knew that this was going to happen beforehand.
I don't know if I believe this. I don't believe this. 100%. I'm going to say this is bullshit. Or I can see them putting, because this is going to be one of those situations. Mark my words. We're in about a year, maybe two. They'll announce some Indiana Jones project, maybe a reboot, or some sort of side story, or like additional, like, hey, these are the things that happened in between the movies, right? Like in between quels with new actors or something.
Mhm.
Because Indiana Jones is too big of a property to just go, yeah, that's it. We're just gonna sit on it. We're not gonna do nothing with it. Disney milks the shit out of everything. And we just discussed how they made fucking 3 Jungle Book live action movies. Right? So no, I
don't. I think this is totally different. The main actor they can't milk, so it's like, well, what do we do, right? This is not like Marvel or the Disney remakes where it's like you could cast someone else or just pass off to the mantle. They're not going to do that. I mean, Harrison Ford already is established. That's not going to happen.
This is not like Star Wars where they take a character like, I don't know, Han Solo and just recast him for his own movie, right? Like
he already made it clear. I mean, unless they really want to piss him off.
Fuck Harrison Ford.
Because he doesn't care about Han Solo. Like, we already know that.
Yeah. Well, they can do this one thing, but like people might be divided on it. Like they wait until Harrison Ford kicks the can and like reboot it when he's gone.
Yeah, well, they'll do that when he's gone. Yeah,
Aaron's right. They could bring back Shia.
They're not. Aaron, what are you doing? They can't do that.
What?
Why not?
Shia LaBeouf
Because he got canceled, and I think
Did he get
there's
canceled
pending
again?
charges.
When?
He-
When
he-
did this happen?
It's been like 2 years since he got canceled.
That's probably why I
He
don't
beat
remember.
up his girlfriend.
She deserved it.
Oh man,
What?
She tried to take his flag. was hiding
Besides,
there.
I
Shia
don't know
LaBeouf
about
is like-
that.
Shia LaBeouf says he's done doing blockbusters.
Shia LaBeouf is definitely never gonna come back. And on top of that, too, why? I'm not saying he was the worst part of the Crystal Skull, but it's like, why would you want him back as the lead actor for?
He's also been open that he didn't enjoy doing Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So why come back to a franchise you felt miserable with?
Right. I don't know. This seems like
Two things. The character of Mutt, as far as I know, he still exists. He's out there in the world existing in the Indiana Jones verse, right? You could always remember they did Solo, a Star Wars story. You could always go, Mutt, an Indiana Jones story. Secondly, the new Indiana Jones movie is introducing this new female character, right? They could obviously be a spin-off into her own thing. Yes, it's not technically an Indiana Jones movie.
I don't know if that's entirely true, by the way.
Why?
Just because there's some plot leaks in it.
Well, go ahead, spoil it.
Well, I don't know all. I don't remember it, but based on
as long as
she doesn't die, but she's not like carry the mantle. I don't think that's.
No, she don't have to carry the mantle. She could. It would be her own thing. Again, she's not going to be the new Indiana Jones.
I think that would mean carrying the mantle. That's the thing. Like they're not going to do an Indiana Jones spin-off of anything.
I don't.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't see them just sitting on it.
To be honest, I hope they just sit on it. That would be the best thing. Just end it here. Let it be the last one, and just move on.
What's his name? Just won an Oscar. They could give him his own spinoff.
Don't do that either. Please don't do that either. That's such a terrible idea. Could you imagine you won an Oscar and then they're like, "Hey, we'll give you all this money so you could play this character you played as a kid"? I would be insulted, man.
Hell no. If they called him up, it's like, "Hey, we're making a sequel to Goonies, and we need you to play Data as an adult," he'd be right there.
Sure, that's different, but I mean, the Indiana Jones, where you're like, you're a comedic kid. You're used for comedy, and you're like, "Hey, come back and star in." It's like, bro, let him do something else, man. Like, stop attaching people to these franchises. It's so fucking annoying.
He'd only come back, but only if it was extremely racist, like in the original Indiana Jones.
Oh my god. No, just I don't understand. Like, there's certain franchises where you're like, yeah, they're franchises. They have multiple entries. Well, like, can they just stop? You know what I mean? Like, this is not Star Wars. This is not Marvel. This is not something that needs to be milked. Like, what else is Indiana Jones going to do? Like, realistically.
Well, the thing is, with like Star Wars and Marvel, and even like for other companies like with DC, you can tell like multiple stories because you have multiple characters that you can make franchises out of, or like tell multiple stories. With Indiana Jones, you're kind of limited to just Indiana Jones. And like, is that really a series that people want to see you make spin-offs of like characters?
Yeah.
Like, can a character the character needs to be able to carry the franchise themselves? Indiana Jones is able to carry a franchise by himself. No other character has been able to show that they can do that so far in that.
Well, they haven't tried. We could Sala could have his own adventures.
Sala's up there in age.
No one wants this. Just make some. Listen. They should. If this is a totally different franchise, but it's like, just let them make Uncharted and Tomb Raider movies, or make something new. Like, let's dig up this character from one of the movies and make them, the protagonist. It's just like, oh my god. Or even bringing back young Indiana Jones. Like, don't do that either. Just this franchise is like one of the things where you're like, just let it stay dead for Pete's sake. Oh my god, like, it's so weird. Like,
or like, I feel like you can just like continue to tell stories through like either animation or video games. Then they make an Indiana Jones video.
They're making an Indiana Jones video game right now. Oh my god,
that's what I'm saying.
If that's more viable than doing.
No one wants. The people.
No
Oh my
one
god,
wants
that's
it. Right. No one wants it. But if it's a huge hit, if this game comes out and it's fucking fantastic and it's everything of a Tomb Raider esque type game you've wanted, do you think they're gonna go? Well, we're done with that franchise. No, they're gonna go. Obviously,
I hope
we
to
gotta make
God
something
that
new.
it bombs. I would rather because the studio that's making it is they make Wolfenstein games, which are why not just make a third Wolfenstein game
Can't just
and
leave
end
money on
off
the
the
table.
trilogy?
1 inch biceps.
This is not meant. You aren't you the same people? 1 inch and Tony and all these other people. They're all like, "Oh, I'm sick of these franchises milking," and then here they are going, "Oh, let's come up with all these ideas for Indiana Jones." It's like,
I'm
what
sick of
the
it.
hell?
I just said that I don't see it happening. I don't
Who
see them not
cares if you're
milking it.
leaving money on the table, man? Like they're gonna find money regardless. This is Disney.
Midlife crisis, the midlife crisis of Indiana Jones. It's coming.
Oh, I'm so sick. Listen, I love Indiana Jones, but this every time I hear stuff about Indiana Jones, it makes me just want to point a gun to my forehead. Oh
Old
my
Indiana
god.
Jones.
Whoa.
Indiana Jones and the Dentures of Destiny.
They're gonna make an Indiana Jones with a goddamn corpse. Indiana Jones
No,
dead,
what
and they're
we
propping
get
up
it
his
in
body.
they're gonna use AI to keep Indiana Jones
Oh
going.
god.
That's gonna piss off a lot of people.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
We
What
get
what
it in
other
because-
mystery and fucking artifact can Indiana Jones find?
Well,
The golden dildo? What is he supposed to find? I don't understand what
they're making up the one for the new movie, aren't they?
the dial of destiny. Oh, that I didn't even realize they were making up shit. That to me is
We think they're
Nah.
making it. It's not clear if they're making it up or if it's that one mysterious device that no one knows what it is. They're like, oh, it's some like
Right.
ancient computer. Like, but there is a lot of things that they could have him find. Has he found like the Fountain of Youth? No.
no. But the thing is, like, do you really want to do that? Because they did that in the Uncharted games, and I think Tomb Raider did that too.
And the Pirates
Like,
of
it
the
might be
Caribbean.
yeah, it just might be derivative, and all those series are like very Indiana Jones esque. So it's like, I say if you don't have a good idea, just don't do it, man. Like
The Rosetta Stones. There
forget
you
it.
go. Indiana
The
Jones.
Rosetta Stone. Oh my god! Stop!
He can solve the mystery of
Stop saying
Stonehenge.
stuff. Stop recommending things.
Indiana Jones discovers Stonehenge.
Oh my god!
Isn't there like something on Mars that we don't know, like the face on Mars? Indiana Jones in the
are we
face
gonna
of
say-
Mars.
Oh my
Are we gonna
god!
send Indiana Jones up into space next?
Yeah.
That's when
And-
everybody should boycott Disney if they
We-
ever got to that point.
That's how we could connect it. We could say that Indiana Jones gets sent up into space and becomes Han Solo.
That's like a
Oh
Fast
my
and Furious
God.
kind of thing because they went into space.
Oh my
when the
god!
franchise lost all credibility.
The golden dildo was once owned by Cleopatra. Yeah, there it is.
Like, oh my god! I want to know
There-
the one person who's like legitimately like foaming from the mouth, like I'm gonna die if I don't get this shit. I really want to meet this person because you're sick. You're a sick individual. I hope you don't live very long because
Look,
I can't.
Hear
We
me out.
can't.
Hear me out,
Or
blinded.
you
Hear
never
me
get
out.
a job in the entertainment industry.
Hear me out.
Oh my god!
Cleopatra is supposed to be one of the most beautiful women on earth, and the golden dildo has her DNA. With cloning technology, if we
God.
find it,
No.
they can bring her back,
Oh my
and thus
god!
Indiana Jones sets off to find the golden dildo of Cleopatra.
I'm so sorry I said golden dildo. Oh my god!
Look, they got to go to Mark Antony's tomb, Caesar's palace.
I see someone said they sent Jason into space. Yeah, that franchise lost so much credibility before that.
Yeah, but didn't he come back at the end? Didn't he land back on Earth at the end of that?
Jason X. I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
I could have swore like his mask like falls to Earth and like back into the lake at the end
Oh
of the movie.
god!
Well, that's when
Oh
they told
my
you that he had like
God.
superhuman regenerative. He was like Wolverine. Like his mask could like regenerate his whole body.
Oh my god!
Yeah, see, Aston's right. It's probably got a ton of hair on it too, because they didn't shave it.
Oh my god! This is disgusting.
I honestly, I don't think, and I don't want them. I'm not saying, hey, go make more Indiana Jones, but I just don't see
Right.
them, just going cold turkey on Indiana.
I mean, here's the thing though. We haven't gotten a lot of Star Wars movies recently. I know we're going to get Star Wars movies, but I think Disney would be okay with just not milking one thing. They will survive. They can move on and milk Marvel until it's fucking bone dry and dead, and we all just stop talking about it.
The thing is, like, they now have Avatar, which is making a ton of money. So
Oh
they don't even need
god,
to.
yeah.
They don't even need to milk Indiana Jones. They're not even that desperate to milk it because Avatar's making them a ton of money.
Yeah, and where are they going to put all these movies too, right? If you have a Star Wars movie every year, then every other year you have an Avatar movie, and then you have a Marvel movie 3 times in a year, and then you have these Disney remakes. Like, what more do they need?
Because like Disney's got like their schedules, and like now you're gonna have to also start delaying stuff because you need to put an Indiana Jones film. You're gonna have to take something out.
Right. It just doesn't make sense. And who knows if this new movie's going to be good. I mean, I do like James Mangold, but like I don't know. I would rather see him make an original movie, not a sequel. Him trying to step up and fill the roles of Spielberg. It just like just move on. I feel like we always talk about like, oh, they should be making new stuff, but it's like, man, like Disney is like, what are they going to do in the next like 10 years
They
when
are
all
gonna-
this shit is like, what else can you milk? Once you do the X-Men, once you do all the fucking Star Wars shit that you haven't done yet, what is going to be left? You're telling me that this is going to run for the next 80 something years? I don't believe you.
They
I
are
really
creatively
don't believe you.
bankrupt. They are creatively bankrupt. Listen, one of the like even Pixar. Like here's the thing people don't realize: Pixar was supposed to be done making sequels, but like now they're like doing Inside Out 2. They want to do Toy Story 5.
Oh my god.
Like
Inside Out 2, Jesus.
it's like even they're becoming creatively bankrupt. Like Disney, I think, has gone creatively bankrupt.
I hope them putting out stuff on Disney Plus just like accelerates their death. I'm sorry.
See, one
Something
of
needs to
bicep says,
change.
hell of a plot. I want credit for the story. Yeah, you'll get a writing. we'll definitely give you a writing credit on. Indiana
Oh
Jones.
my! 1 inch, man. What are you doing?
Indiana Jones and the Dildo of Destiny coming soon to a Pornhub near you.
Oh my god.
The thing is, I see. Yeah, it's not that Disney doesn't have time. The thing is that Disney. This is the problem they had with when they held on to Michael Eisner for so long. Yeah, Eisner helped that company out, but like the longer he stayed, that's when problems started arriving. The same thing's
Right.
gonna happen with Bob Iger. If you don't get like some new fresh faces in, new creative teams, then like Disney, all Disney's gonna be is basically giving you franchise
Nostalgia
filters.
machine.
Like yeah, like nothing new is gonna happen. When Iger first came in, that's when you were getting new projects for like your Disney animated movies.
And you know what's gonna be crazy too? Like we're gonna be having nostalgia for movies that came out 5 years ago. And they're gonna be like, you remember that movie 5 years ago? Well, we're gonna remake that movie because everybody forgot about it, but they love that movie. That's what's gonna happen. Because what else is there? Like Disney has a lot of IPs, but it's like there were IPs that you would see like once in a while, right? Star Wars wasn't a thing you got every year, right?
But
And
Disney
yet-
didn't own them before.
I know, but no, I'm not saying Disney had to own them, right? But I'm saying like in general, the franchises that they own now, they weren't known for, every year we would see Star Wars, right?
Right, but
Like,
that's
it's
what
just-
I'm saying. Disney's known for pumping everything out for direct to DVD sequels of movies no one asked for. Anything to make money, just keep cranking out assembly line. And now Star
Yeah,
Wars and
but
Indiana
they
Jones and
still
Marvel, they're
had-
all on the line.
I mean, what I don't understand is why did Disney let go of Touchstone? Like, why did that just like disappear? Like, and they're gonna do the same with the Spotlight, the Fox Spotlight, like things like that. I feel like they should be like trying to look for new franchises, and even if it's like small,
Well,
like why are you betting all your money on Marvel? Like once
Remember,
X-Men comes out, that's it. There's nothing else. Okay.
Well, remember Disney used to have Miramax as well, so like they used to have like some of these things that had like
Right.
original content on there. Now like they no longer have them.
Well, maybe I don't know the ins and outs of all the wheels and deals in Hollywood, but maybe some of it had to be let go because of the monopoly that Disney's always accused of basically having on the industry. You know, every once in a while the
They
government
let
steps
those
in.
goes, but the government says, yeah, you can buy an entire studio.
Yeah, that's probably part of it. Like, oh, we're getting rid of this studio so we could buy this other one. Aren't we great?
Oh my god.
Well, here's the thing they're gonna do before they make live action Pixar remakes. They're gonna make live action remakes of Frozen, Tangled, and Moana. I guarantee it. That's gonna happen before this decade is over.
It's true. But speaking
Right.
of live action Disney stuff, have you guys seen The Mandalorian this week?
No.
Now,
I
we're
know
not going to get
nothing.
into the spoilers.
Oh, I watched it.
Well, isn't that a spoiler?
It's a spoiler, but this is the only spoiler we're going to get into.
Okay.
We're not going to tell you anything else. This is it. This is all you get. We're not going to scroll down the article. We're not going to do anything else because it has taken so many years. Do you recognize this man here?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know his name. I forget his name, but yeah.
Ahmed Best.
I'm at best. Okay.
Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar motherfucking Binks has finally become a Jedi.
Oh god.
Ladies and gentlemen. They threw him a bone. They said, hey, would you like to come back to Star Wars and be a Jedi?
Good for him, I guess. He needed it.
I mean, it's a nice it's a nice little thing to do.
I'm surprised he said yes, though.
But I mean, it's not his fault that Jar Jar was like a poorly written character.
I don't think
Right.
he was poorly written. I honestly don't. Well, at least in the first movie. The second and third movie, yeah. But again, if you look at the first movie in the context that Jar Jar Binks is only playing the fool, right? That he's exaggerating all of this stuff in order to lull
Right.
the audience and the heroes into thinking he's an idiot when he's actually the biggest threat. Then you go, oh, wait a minute. This is fucking, yeah, this makes sense.
Right.
Well, I mean, Jar Jar gave emergency powers to Palpatine in Attack the Clones.
He did.
Like Jar Jar Binks is annoying, but I mean, I'm totally disconnected from like the crazy rage that goes on in the Star Wars community because some of Star Wars is bad and you're just like this shit just does suck. But other times you're like, I can't believe they went so fucking hard where they're gonna fucking bother this guy for how many years, just constantly dunking on him.
Well,
And it was really just like the character was just annoying. Like,
well, he's not
know
the
what I
only
mean?
one that they did this to. Like Jake Lloyd, like that kid.
Yeah,
got,
Jake
like,
Lloyd.
Bullied, like they bullied the crap out of that kid to the point where he hated Star Wars, hated acting, and had like issues like as an adult.
Well, that's what he
Right.
gets for being a little fucking idiot.
Hey,
Oh
it
my
ain't
God.
his fault though that like George Lucas thought of all the kids to play Anakin Skywalker, he's the best one, and basically
Right.
gave him the worst dialogue.
Like, I mean, I don't mind. Like, listen, making fun of the characters and the movie, like, that's whatever. But like, I just never understood to the point where like, god damn, like that became the fucking community's identity. It was like, oh my god.
You know what they should do? They should do an Ahmed Best, Jake Lloyd, and Kelly Marie Tron movie. Just like fucking the three worst Star Wars
man.
characters.
Was this episode of Mandalorian? I know this is a sidetrack, but was this even good? Like,
I have not watched it.
oh, you haven't even watched it. Okay.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I'll say I enjoyed it more than episodes 1 and 3.
Because every time, like, I feel like when it comes to these shows, right, and the shows aren't great, but there's like one episode, everybody hypes up that one episode. Oh, it's fucking amazing. Oh my god. And it's like, that's what I've been seeing on Twitter. It's like, oh, this episode's fantastic. It's great. And it's like, okay, relax. Like, holy shit, I don't think it's that fucking amazing. Like
The thing is,
we've
this is
been
what I
getting
say.
mediocre to okay episodes. So
This thing that I say, even if I love the product, like respect the opinions of people that aren't impressed, because look, like not every Star Wars project is for every Star Wars fan. So
right.
like when people like aren't excited for this season, that doesn't mean they're not real Star Wars fans. Like there are worse Star Wars fans out there, as we have seen even before like groups like the Phantom Menace came about. Like remember, like we're talking
Mhm.
about like hate on these prequel actors. Like Star Wars toxicity has been around way before the hate for the Last Jedi began. Like toxic Star Wars fans have been around longer than the Phantom Menace ever was.
Right.
So like it doesn't mean you're not a true Star Wars fan. Like look, there are people who are gonna love Mandalorian. There are gonna be people that do like the prequels. Like what my second favorite Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith. That doesn't mean I love all the other prequels though.
Yeah, it just means that your opinion on Star Wars is null and void, George.
But yeah, I'm just it seems like with these like fan bases, it's like so annoying to like, and we've talked about this like extensively, me and George, where it's like it's either like you have to like every single thing or you have to hate every single thing. It's never like a middle ground where you're like, oh, I like this, I didn't like this, right? And it's just so fucking annoying now. I don't know if it's because we're mostly just, I mean, we stream and we see this a lot and we interact with it, but it's like, oh my fucking god, like just relax, man.
I think social media has made it so much worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there should be like a test that you have to take in order to put your opinion out onto the internet. Like, no, you're too stupid to tweet. Sorry.
Because it's just like, man, sometimes you're just like reading people's tweets and you're like, are you serious? Like, what the fuck are you on? Oh my god.
That's why I don't read people's tweets. I just retweet pictures of big titty anime chicks. Retweet all day long.
It's funny because like blinded, like you, me and Aaron, we like to take jabs at like a certain like fandom, but it's like there are other fandoms that are also just as bad and put out cringe stuff. It's like it's not just like DC or Star Wars or Marvel. Like there's like cringe takes everywhere.
Right. So it's like, oh my god. Just all these stands, man. All these fucking crazy lunatic stands. Please remove yourself. Leave.
It's like even if I like something or enjoy something, I still have criticisms for it. I will say I thought this was good, but it wasn't great. Like there were things that I wish they could have done better. But it doesn't mean I'm a hater. It just means I like it, but I wish I loved it.
Right.
Oh, there's a flash trailer on during a commercial right now for the basketball game.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Even when I love stuff, I criticize it and I say, "Oh man, this is the fucking best Marvel movie I've ever seen." And here's everything that's wrong with it. This huge list of complaints that I make. Because if I love something, I'm able to see both the flaws and the positives. Right? Seeing past the flaws is how you know you love something. Right?
Right.
And, your wife got one droopy boob, a little bit of hair on her lip, her eyes a little cross-eyed, but you love her, right? Even though her boob is droopy.
Yeah, Tony goes from like 0 to 100 on these fucking analogies. What the fuck?
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
I love Star Wars, droopy boobs and all.
Oh my! It's just, even with the. I mean, I know that's gonna be a topic, so I won't touch on that. But like, I'm just, even when Star Wars and Marvel is not around, I feel burnt out.
Yeah, see,
like that's insane.
She has a small hunch, one leg shorter than the other. The right eye knows what the left eye is doing. But you love her because she's yours.
Oh my god. Sounds more like Frankenstein at that point. Oh my. Or the Hunchback of Notre What's his name? The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I say that right? Oh man.
The thing is, for me, I'm not even burnt out on watching this stuff. I'm burnt out on some of unless it's like mediocre, then I get burnt out. But if it's like still good, then like I'm not burnt out. I'm at this whole point though. I'm more burnt out on like the silly arguments about some of this stuff. Like people are still arguing about The Last Jedi, and we are approaching the 6th anniversary later this year of that
Oh
movie.
my god. People will be arguing about that movie for the next 20 years.
Well,
That's
movie.
what's gonna happen. The Last Jedi.
It doesn't
Well,
exist. What are you talking about?
Here's what's gonna happen though. Once we get the next set of Star Wars films, people are gonna complain about those, and there's gonna be a revisionist history where people are like, you know what, The Last Jedi wasn't so bad. Like at least like it had Luke Skywalker in it, or
But what are you
like, had
talking
this
about, George?
legacy character. No, I'm just saying because like I feel like there's a cycle of Star Wars hate. Remember,
I
people-
agree, but we all know that the next movies that they make are going to erase the Disney trilogy from canon.
Oh yeah, Dukak's Force from 3 years ago.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
Oh my
But
god.
again, it's just like a trend of hate, and eventually revisionist history is gonna happen, just like with the prequels. And it's gonna happen with the sequel trilogy, and it's gonna happen with this next set of films.
I hope not. I hope we hold on to our hate of Kathleen Kennedy for years and years.
Years and years and years.
That's all I wanted. I just wanted to show that I'm at best. He eventually did become a Jedi. He's
Well, I'm
made it.
happy for him, though. I am happy for him.
And it does seem like his character might have a significant role. That's good.
I swear to God, if this episode isn't. This is the 4th episode, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're halfway through. They better fucking tell us what the point of this season is. It is taking way too fucking long. Way too fucking long.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. This.
Hint at it. Like everything. It's so all over the place. Oh my god.
I think what you guys were saying the other night about the Mandalorian actually being the Grogu story arc.
Right.
I think that's what's true. Also,
Yeah,
apparently,
George said that, right? Or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like there's
was Aaron.
well, yeah, I think
Oh,
Aaron,
okay.
but yeah, there's definitely been more of a focus on Grogu.
Right.
I
The
did see
thing
somebody.
is-
Go ahead, George.
The thing is, I feel like they're making the same mistakes like the Book of Boba Fett made, where it took a while and they waited like the last few episodes to finally tell a story.
I agree. I'm getting tired of these side stories, like the scientist, and then it's like, oh, he's at the end of the episode. We have no idea. Is he alive? Is he dead? Should we care about him? Is he going to be important later? Is this going to be on the test? No idea.
Well, I noticed that even with like the last season of Clone Wars. I mean, I enjoyed the first 4 episodes of that season, but then like but it kind of felt a bit pointless at times. And then you had like the Ahsoka arc, which I skipped over, and it was really the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars that were excellent Star Wars. Like you can watch those 4 episodes and skip the previous 8.
I've never seen any of those.
But like again, like basically, like even with animation, like their animated stuff, like it was like the last 4 episodes of that season that it was like, oh wow, stuff is finally happening.
Yeah, it sounds like they have really shitty writers who don't know how to write a competent
Well,
story.
it's John Favreau writing this.
Oh god.
He doesn't. It just doesn't work. Like I don't mind if you go on a side story, but like it has to fit somehow thematically, plot wise, character wise. Some of like you're watching these last episodes and you're like, we're 3 episodes in, and you're like, what is the goal here? There's no goal that's established. It's like it's meandering. It's like they're just on random fucking missions. We got to do this. Oh, we got to now tune into these characters. And you're like, why? The moment when something is finished, right? Well, the goal is finished. It's like, well, aren't you going to set up the next goal? Nope. We're just going to tune into a bunch of other characters.
Speaking of goals and setting up the next goal, we definitely got to talk about this because, man, when I seen this tweet, my head done almost exploded. You ready for this, gentlemen? Zack Snyder says, super
God.
excited for this incredible 3-day event to benefit AFSP. Look for the link to purchase your tickets tomorrow at 8 a.m. PDT. Thank you, Warner Brothers. Ooh, for all your support
Oh,
helping
my
to make
God.
this happen. Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers together. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but he says 10 years of heroes, 3 epic movies, one man's vision, Snyderverse, and then there's a word there that says it starts with a T and ends with a Y. Trilogy?
I think it's pronounced trilogy.
Trilogy. Wasn't I told that Zack Snyder never got his trilogy? Because Snyder seems to think that he's gotten his trilogy, gentlemen. Interesting.
So it's a ruse, don't you understand? He's going to finish his saga.
Now
It's
a
just
saga.
that
It's not a trilogy
it's
now.
always been a saga. The trilogy is just the beginning. He's got 2 more movies to make. He just doesn't know when he's going to make them, so he's got to call them a trilogy.
Nah, his Twitter got hacked. That's what's gonna be
Yeah.
next.
The graphic designer messed up. He meant to put saga at the bottom. The Snyderverse saga. Yeah,
Either
there's
way.
and also too he messed up. That you see, stupid graphic designer. He was supposed to put the Green Lantern logo because we know fucking Green Lantern shows up in the Snyder cut at the ending of the movie. You remember that, right?
Yeah, John T. Carr.
Yeah, the random dude who
Is this really what's his name's logo?
Cyborg.
It's really Cyborg's logo, huh?
That one is like super basic and weird, but yeah, pretty much.
I didn't even know he had a logo. Like even Aquaman's logo, I'm like, I was like, who's that hat? Like it looks like the Pope's hat or something. Like
The Pope's hat.
I was confused. I was like, oh, that's Aquaman, right? Because like Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Flash, they
Right.
have logos. Like I don't really associate Aquaman with a logo or Cyborg.
Well, that's Aquaman's logo for like the longest time.
I thought this was like the power on button, like just turn the power on. But there it is. Snyder has admitted it's trilogy. He got his 3 movies. He's finished. He's done. No more. Also, he thanked Warner Brothers for making it happen, for supporting him, giving him all the love and attention that he desperately, desperately desired.
Oh God.
Captain Biggin says he keeps teasing people with these tweets to get people to watch Rebel Moon. That's all these tweets are for. No, he's having SnyderCon.
SnyderCon, the celebration of his DC work.
Could you imagine sitting in a theater for 4 hours watching the? I know you're doing this for like a good cause and stuff, but forget all of that. You're watching this movie for 4 hours in a theater. Wow.
All 3 of them. So that's like what, like 8 hours?
That's got to be way more than 8 hours.
Well, how long is BVS?
It depends on what cut they're showing.
Well, the Snyder
I
cut,
think-
obviously.
Isn't the ultimate cut like 3 hours long?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an all-day thing. You're just going to be in the
Yeah.
theater all day with Zack Snyder. Is he going to be there? Do you get the bask
gotta
in
be
the
there.
glow of Snyder?
Hopefully he's there.
That would suck to go there and then like he's just like really far away, like on a pedestal. You don't even get to like actually contact him.
Or he just sends like a video message before the film and be like, "Hey guys, this is Zack Snyder here. Welcome to SnyderCon. Thank you for showing up."
That would
God.
be so fucking. That'd be him. So trolly. He'd be standing next to like someone that kind of looks like Henry Cavill. It's like, yeah, I'm just here with my buddy.
Well, apparently the next trending event is on Henry Cavill's birthday.
It's a
No,
sign.
Justin's
He's coming
here.
back. What's up, Justin? With no logo.
Oh,
I see his logo. What's going on?
There it is. I see it.
no. Does that work?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Right now, Zack
SnyderCon.
Snyder.
Snyder.
Oh, so he is having a 3-day event. What is it?
He's going to
Showing
show
his
the 3 movies.
What 3 movies?
The Snyderverse movies. Obviously, he's going to show.
Oh, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and the Snyder Cut.
Yep.
He's just screening it as a
Yeah,
triple
yeah.
feature.
Yep.
Cool.
There's probably going to be. I bet you there's going to be like a Rebel Moon trailer or something thrown in there.
Possibly.
So is there going to be a Q&A with the cast? Are there going to be bathroom breaks? Like,
I would hope there's bathroom breaks for a 4-hour movie.
I would think the Snyder Cut needs an intermission.
have an
should.
intermission at the in the middle of it, and yeah.
As far as
Okay.
I know, that's just the 3 movies. It doesn't say anything about Q&A. Doesn't say anything about anything really.
Where is it going to be screened at?
Think it's
Art Center.
Where is it?
Art Center. An art center. Okay.
Yeah.
Where? What art center? What city?
Somewhere in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You'll find out tomorrow because that's when the tickets go on sale.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I
probably.
think
in
it's going to
Los
be at
Angeles.
the yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's going to be in LA,
Well, it's
obviously.
for AFSP, so it's for charity.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. As long as he has a Q&A afterwards, and there's like interaction, and there's other celebrities there who are like, yeah, I was in this movie, like Gal Gadot, coming around with Batman
Yeah,
v
he'll probably
Superman.
get
Hey, we have Ben Affleck here. Yay! We have Henry Cavill, and we have Gal Gadot, and then we'll talk to them.
Yeah, I
for
don't
the
think that's
Batman
going to
v
happen.
Superman thing.
Nah,
We'll just
he's gonna get. He'll get Ray Fisher and Ray Porter there most likely.
Yeah, but get everyone there, everyone that he can. That'd be fun.
Ray Porter. That's everybody.
Ray Porter.
John T.
Yeah,
Carr.
you're telling me you can't get Ben Affleck to just be like, okay, this is an event for everyone. Hi, okay, bye. Like have him introduce the movie, and then leave.
No.
Well, no way he's gonna get Ezra there.
Yeah, well, he's. I don't know what the fuck is going on with. I don't even know where. Is it? I don't even know. If he's still. If there are still charges pressed against him and he has to face court and he can't do any press. I don't know what's up with this dude.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
I can't keep track of this bullshit, but I'm looking forward to the movie, but I gotta leave the personal shit out of that.
But since Justin is here, I think it's time we do the political segment of the show.
Oh, why?
Because you're here. Because you showed up, Justin. Now,
Let's go.
we usually don't do music. We usually don't talk about music. But I thought this was funny, and I was like,
Oh,
we
it's
gotta talk about
music politics. Oh,
So Donald J. Trump and the J6 Prisoner Choirs Justice for All debuts at #1 on the digital song sales charts. Look at that, gentlemen. Not only was he the best president of the U.S., he's also a Billboard charting artist.
Oh my God.
The heck?
what?
You didn't know?
I have nothing to say to this.
Oh God.
Yeah, so Donald J. Trump and the J6
I'm staying the fuck away from this conversation. Bring me back in a couple minutes.
Prison Choirs Justice for All enters Billboard's digital song sales chart at #1. The recording sold 33,000 downloads in March 10th to the 16th, according to Illuminate. The track also drew 442,000 official U.S. streams and 25,000 in U.S. radio audience. Oof. The #1 entry on the 50-spot radio song survey, Miley Cyrus's Flowers, drew 106.7 million. So, not too far off. Justice for All is a recording of former U.S. President Trump and a group of men in prison for the involvement in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. In the song, he recites the U.S. Pledge of Allegiance mixed with the J6 prison choir singing the Star-Spangled Banner. I just thought this was hilarious that he actually did this, made this song. And basically, all he does is like it says, says the Pledge of Allegiance while they're singing in the background. He never went to meet them. He never. But apparently, people are like, "Hey, we gotta download this. This is the new hotness." Nothing from you guys.
I don't know what else is there to say. I mean, it's funny, but
All right.
This is the first time I heard about this, and I'm like lost for words.
just totally random.
We should listen to it.
Oh god! And then they strike us. Copy strike.
Trump's gonna
Copy
strike
strike.
us. He'll be like, Tony the Geek Getaway. He's stealing my song. He didn't ask my permission.
Oh man.
No, he loves us. He's a big fan of the show. Big fan. All right. From political to not so political. Victoria Alonso, shocking exit from Marvel Studios. Did you hear about this, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been on.
Yeah, and I don't know who that is.
That lady,
It
right?
works for Marvel.
She was. Yeah, she's a producer for Marvel Studios
He's apparently been there for a long, long time.
since Marvel Studios first started.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
First in charge of visual effects, and then went on to be an executive producer,
Yeah.
and on all the movies. Good for her.
Yeah, she was Marvel's president of physical production, post-production, VFX, and animation. 3 individuals familiar with the matter told Variety. The shakeup came as a surprise to many in show business and within the vast Marvel comic book fandom. A community with a prominent online presence as in-person significance as the many multiplexes where the studio releases film. Alonso's dismissal has raised numerous questions about the behind-the-scenes working at the Prize content engine, and with them, another unfavorable news cycle as Disney CEO Bob Iger attempts to stabilize its parent company amid economic unrest. What's funny about this is I started seeing, as soon as she got fired, articles started popping up like that she was 100% solely responsible for all the bad working conditions at Disney Marvel.
No, but I mean, I think she there were HR reports against her. I think that's what one I forget the guy. He doesn't write for Variety. He no, maybe he does. I have to now look. But he was talking. He had a whole Twitter thread about this, about how like apparently people were reporting her to HR and other like higher ups because she's obviously in charge of VFX and animations, and it seems like they're having a big issue where she's playing favorites, but in a way where it's a weird way of doing it, where the people she likes, she actually gives them more work, and the people she hates, she doesn't give them work at all. So all the people that like her are like scrambling, trying to work on different shots, and then also too, she's like her and Kevin Feige, because this journalist said that Kevin Feige actually approves every single shot in a Marvel movie and show. So, I mean, that's what he said. It's not official. I mean, we don't really know, right? But that's what he said. So I think that's pretty crazy. And also, too, what people don't understand is that this job that she got back in 2021 was a made-up job. That title doesn't exist anywhere else. It only existed at Marvel because she's basically at the same level as Kevin Feige, and she wanted to get a promotion, and they were like, well, what are we supposed to promote you with, right? So they gave her that title.
Well, comicbookmovie.com says Victoria Alonso said to be singularly responsible for Marvel's toxic work environment.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch.
Visual effects team. Well, no wonder it's gone down the shitter.
So they said
Yeah,
that
but
everything.
I mean, like, if you guys compare like some of the special effects between like Endgame and now, you'll see like some sort of decline in quality.
I would say Endgame is where it started to decline, but yeah.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was passable, but
That whole battle sequence at the ending is so disgusting to look at. I am shocked that it's
Plus, didn't they have 2 different Ant-Mans?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but I mean that's like whatever. It's just the entire sequence is like brown and gray and disgusting to look at, and it's
Oh, you
like
don't like brown all of a sudden?
Ooh.
I'm
it's,
brown. You don't like me?
Oh,
It's oh my god. You don't want that as your color palette for a fucking superhero epic
Oh, you don't like
battle scene.
superheroes to be brown? Fucking blinded.
Oh, that's what you mean by color palette, you racist.
I bet you're not going to go see
Yes,
Blue
I
Beetle,
am.
are you? Because it's
I
got
prob-
brown people in it.
Oh my god.
You're the
I
reason
don't
why
even know
Lewis
if Blue
got
Beetle
rid
will
of-
be good. Lewis got rid of who?
Well, they got rid of Lewis in Ant-Man 3 because he's brown.
Oh man.
I didn't see Ant-Man 3, but I heard it wasn't good or was kind of messy.
It's
Oh.
garbage.
I don't know. Nowadays, like Marvel is really falling apart with some of these other movies. Like Ant-Man wasn't good to begin with, but then like
I agree.
you had like this, which was not very well received and didn't do that well at the box office. And I don't know, man. It's just Disney really needs to sort out their priorities, and it needs to cut down like the cost of like, and not like firing a bunch of employees, maybe expendable employees that like suck at their jobs. And
Victoria Alonso, got it.
yeah, well, maybe I don't even know who that is again, but like, you know, people who have like such a high salary but like don't do as much work as they used to. Like if they have a high salary and do their job and do a fucking great job and keep that ship afloat, you best believe that you should be paying them what they're worth. But then having everyone else like that makes the magic happen, if you will, getting paid pennies, fuck that noise.
Yeah.
Why would any visual effects creator ever work for Marvel under those circumstances?
Well,
They have to, by the way, because they're
They don't
the
need-
only ones paying.
well, here's the issue, Justin. They're not working directly for Marvel, right?
Right.
So what happens is I start a company. I start Tony's VFX company, right? And I hire the 3 of you guys. You, Lyndon, and George work for me. I pay you. Now I go, we got to get a job, right? So I go to Marvel. I said, hey, Marvel, you give me $1,000 and we'll fucking knock out the next MCU movie. And they go, shit, $1,000, that's really cheap. And I go, all right. And I go, guys, get to work. And you go, well, how much we're getting paid? Oh, we only get $1,000 for all that shit. And you're like,
Yeah.
what? And I'm like, yeah, that's what we're getting paid. Because
Well, that's part of one problem, right? Is the VFX house and how they're paying, right? Because they're like, oh, we're gonna like ask for less, right? So we can actually get the job. But then it's like, well, now you can't pay anyone.
They're competing
Right.
against the other houses.
Right. And then, but the other problem is that Marvel likes to come in and like sort of go, hey, this shot that you were working on, we don't need that shot anymore. We actually need it this way. And then they would change it again and again until like the movie premieres, right? So it's like, hey, I got this shot. It needs to be done in like today because the movie's going to premiere tonight. So it's like, it's that level of just like unorganized disarray at Marvel. It's just insane.
So
But people tell me, oh, it works. It makes all this money, right? And it's like, okay, it makes a bunch of money, but eventually it's not going to work.
Money doesn't always mean it's good. Look at the Transformer movies.
look at Avatar.
But at least with Transformers, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get shitty storytelling and lackluster character development, and it's just going to be bland and boring. And, you know, I don't know who the fuck pays like to see these movies anymore. I don't know who. Whoever you are, you're part of the problem. No, but no, if you enjoy the movies, like it's fine. But man, like I would, as a visual effects, creator, like I would rather work for Michael Bay, like even though he's a fucking asshole to work with, and do his shitty special effects that make a bunch of money and probably might pay more versus like Marvel. Like it's all about like The thing is, like, visual effects are expensive, and I would rather work for Pixar if I have like an option. Like, they take their time with this shit, and I don't know. It depends on what specific employee has, whatever their field of interest is, whether it's like visual effects and live action. Like, they could still get other jobs somewhere else, but there's not too many franchises that allow for that, because honestly, like, I don't know if people are interested in movies that just have just a bunch of like flashy special effects and that's all the movie's worth. Like, that's
Well, I mean, that's
Avatar.
literally the whole point of cinema. I don't.
What you're saying is what you
the whole
described
point.
is Avatar.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
That is literally the entire point of why cinema started, is just to see special effects. People would line up, pay a nickel.
Special effects.
Yes.
No,
just look it up.
Okay. All right. Let's run with that argument for a little bit. So I would say, yes, innovation in visual effects is a good thing, but you have to back it up with a good story and good characters. Those are the movies that last forever. Like a train.
True, but there's still movies that
like doesn't work anymore. Like
right.
Yeah, just like Spider-Man doing Spider-Man stuff. That's not it anymore. Like, we are now used to it. Lord of the Rings, like, was fantastic to look at on screen. They literally dumped the money in the CGI and in the practical effects, and it worked. It looks real. It looks great. But it's not just. I think you're, like you said, like, literally the reason why is it because people started going to the movies?
No, that's how it started. That's the technology totally blanking on the two brothers' names, but they were playing around with the first camera and they made a bunch of movies that were just special effects movies, right? Like, they did one where it was like backwards, right? Where they reversed the footage, and so the building was like rebuilding on itself, right? Or this one filmmaker took a camera and he just was like, here, it's literally a movie that is just shot on a train, right? So it's like, movies are about special effects. I mean, and then you have like what's that movie with the moon? The Trip to the Moon, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. You have all these like Jawas going to the moon or something. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's terrible, but that's how it started.
Since I've seen it, and they're all breathing on the moon, and I'm like, no, you guys know nothing about space. And this guy has like a face on the moon. I'm like, fuck that shit. This is stupid.
But there was no, like, movies that we know now with storytelling that came much later on. Like, that came maybe like 20 years later in cinema. Like, you have to remember, this is still new, right? Like, if this is new, like, look at video games. Like, video games are much more newer, right? Like, it's only been like maybe 50 years. So it's like, yeah, like
40.
It's more like 50.
Wait a minute. No, 40 years. 45.
There was video games in the 70s.
It's approaching 50, but I don't think it's 50 quite yet with like the first mainstream game. I could be wrong, but I think it was in the 70s, like in the mid 70s. So it's close.
What would you call the first mainstream game? Pong, no?
The first video game was actually in the late 50s.
Yeah, but I'm saying the first, like, Pong would be the first mainstream game.
Pong is the first mainstream game. You could say that, yeah, but it's not the first.
No one said it was the first.
There's
game.
more. Yeah.
Okay.
I know you didn't say that. I was just saying.
Yeah, but it took a while to go from that.
Right.
It took a little bit.
But back to my argument, cinema is about special effects. There's no argument to be made. It's a technological form of storytelling.
It's a technological form of storytelling, but it's still storytelling. And I would say that the special effects are not the only thing. That's the reason why maybe people are drawn in But like with modern movies, like do people really just think like, oh, I just want to see like the cool special effects? Not everyone.
Yeah,
is
it's called
there for that.
Avatar too.
I don't. And there's
We
something
keep taking
wrong
shots
with
at
you
Avatar.
people. Just to like you fool me once with Avatar, shame on you. Fool me.
It made
twice,
2
I'm not
billion,
falling
Justin.
for it. I don't even know.
You don't have to like it, but it made 2 billion.
How? How?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't
I
know.
have not met a single person who has watched it.
There's 8 billion people on this planet, so I mean,
I
someone
don't
had to
know.
have watched it. I've watched it. I think
How
George
many
has
people have
watched
you
it.
asked?
You guys paid money to see it. I'm so sorry.
I haven't.
Wasted your time.
I didn't pay money, and it was okay because I got. Even though I hated the movie, I saw it with my friends.
I like Avatar, but I don't love it as much as DL does.
Yeah, DL I like the first movie. Don't like the second movie very much, but I can appreciate the special effects. It is pretty impressive.
I get it, but my disagreement again is just that it's not just visual effects that make people go back to the movies. Like it's not.
Aston has his comment. Yeah, the Lumiere brothers.
Yeah, the Lumiere brothers. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and that fascinated people. There's no argument with that. You have a valid point. What I am saying is that it might bring some people to the theater, but it doesn't make people stay. Like at a certain point, it became more for me
About
it became
the porn.
about
That's why
the
you'd pay your nickel
story.
and you'd watch the porn on the Nickelodeons.
What's that?
The porn. That's what got people to stay. They put porn on the little Nickelodeon machines.
Sure.
You'd pay your nickel, you'd put your little crank, and you watch the little ladies dance.
Well, that was a peep show.
I know he's not talking about the channel Nickelodeon, but like I keep thinking of Nickelodeon when I hear that.
Yeah, I know what the Nickelodeon is, but like like you pay a quarter, you see like, oh, you see a Nickelodeon. I don't even know why that was cool, but I don't know. It's kind of funny now
Because of entertainment. People just wanted. Yeah, it's like it's just like weird. It's like a freak show, right? Or it's like, oh, what's this weird movie? Well, not a movie, but this thing that's playing on the screen, and people thought it was real, like because people weren't used to it, right? Like seeing a train move right at the screen, like people,
like,
it was
"Oh
almost
my
like
God,
3D for them. Yeah,
Didn't people think the original King Kong was real? That was like because they're so stupid.
No,
I don't know about that. No, that's much later. That was like in the 30s.
What does that have to do with whether or not they thought it was real?
No, that was
Because at that point, movies.
1933. That was they didn't think
Yeah.
it was real, but they thought like, oh, these animatronics are like pretty cool to stop motion.
There was no animatronics in the original King Kong.
It was
There-
stop motion.
There were animatronics there. There were practical like things like that. A very wide variety of versions. Yeah, like there was a ton of different shit that went into that movie, man. And it was so fucking cool to see. I liked it even after seeing the recent King Kong that Peter Jackson directed. I still got the DVD and I still watched it and I still loved it. I don't know why, but I was captivated by it. It was a good story. It was fun. And it was like, imagine, and that was me after watching Lord of the Rings on the big screen. And then I see that and I'm still like, yeah, that's a good movie. That was fun. That was great. It had great lines, great special effects. Imagine the people back then who were used to dog shit silent movies and, people running around and Buster Keaton stuff that's kind of funny and entertaining. Like, then you get treated with that, which is an epic masterpiece. Holy shit. All of these old fucks who are still around will probably tell you if they saw the movie in the theater that
They would be dead.
it was amazing. I don't think they would be able to tell you that now, but maybe Dick Van Dyke might be able to. He was around then.
He was like 90. He's 90 something.
Didn't you just hear something about David?
Yeah.
He's probably
King
a
Kong
kid
came out
when
in
that movie came out.
1933, man. He probably, maybe that was one of the movies that made him want to be an actor. I don't know. But I don't know, man. But yeah, imagine if you were around then and then you're still around now and you're still in touch, and man, how much shit has changed. Like, imagine being around for the whole art of cinema throughout the decades. Holy shit. How much shit has changed. How many
It's always going to change.
But is it all? But my thing is it all about the special effects, or is it more about like the story around the special effects? What makes
I think the story around that came fairly recently, because even in the 50s, like, I mean, I like Alfred Hitchcock, right? But his movies are, again, playing on that special effects, like, right? Or it's playing on just pure entertainment aspect of like thrills and suspense. So movies are really about like the emotion or the special effects, right? And sometimes it is story. But like you can go back and you can look, like, a lot of the most highest grossing movies, sometimes they're story related, sometimes they're not. Right. But
Sure,
yet they're
it's all
classic movies.
dependent. Yeah, but
Right.
I would argue that the Hitchcock films, you are correct when it's all about the thrill of it and being entertained. Yes, it's about being entertained. Yes, it's about like good storytelling, having a good movie, but that's what's entertaining about it. And I
Right.
don't think throwing in Hitchcock is a good argument for the special effects argument. And which is, I'm not saying that you entirely are saying that, but I don't know. Maybe we're agreeing, but arguing two different sides of it. I don't know.
56K says love King Kong but trash Avatar. Whose man is this? DL wants to know: did you like Kong Skull Island and Godzilla vs Kong?
I like Skull Island. I can't watch Godzilla Kong. No, you would have to
What?
point.
I
No, that's
I don't
just
wanna watch
nonsense. No, Skull Island's actually good though.
I don't like Skull Island.
That
I
was
think
okay.
Godzilla vs Kong is good though.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
I'm a
honestly,
sucker
Godzilla
for
King of the
Godzilla.
Monsters was a hot mess.
I don't know.
King of God. Oh, that movie sucks ass. Oh my god.
You know what? People think that Jaws 2 was like the modern day like sequel, and that's why we have a bunch of sequels. But there was a movie called
No.
Son of Kong that I saw a trailer for, and I was like, this looks like dog shit. This looks terrible.
You've never seen it?
I never saw it, and I don't want to see it because it's not going to live up to the original at all, and it's not preserved in the Library of Congress, so it must be shit. And it only came out like a few years after, so with at least one of the same actors. So I what do I know? It could be good, but I highly doubt it.
Which Son of Kong are you talking about?
The one that came out in the 30s or 40s. That was
Well,
black
because
and
I was
white.
gonna say, because the 1933 Son of Kong literally came out 9 months after King Kong. It was not like years later. It was like not even a whole year.
Wait, it was 9 months?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No.
King Kong. Okay, I have to see this, like, for real.
Yeah, Son of Kong. The film is a sequel to King Kong, being released just 9 months after, and is the second entry of the King Kong franchise.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, and even that poster looks terrible.
It does.
Look at this shit. I mean, like, look. Come on, guys. Take a look at it. Tell me this is a movie you would want to see. What the fuck is that? Looks like the fucking, I don't know, Bigfoot in like a giant suit. Like, yeah, you have Robert Armstrong coming back, but then like everyone else, it's like, who the fuck are they? There's a new girl that King Kong likes, and I don't know. I didn't even know that Kong could procreate.
Why wouldn't he be? He's just a monkey.
Well, who's the mom? Or who's the father? I don't know.
Well, if you ever watch King Kong Lives, the 1986 movie, there's a female Kong that's also as big as King Kong. And they have a son.
Fight? Is there a sex scene? What?
No, but she has a baby. They also give King Kong an artificial heart, like a giant artificial heart.
They replace his heart.
Yeah, remember when he falls off the World Trade Center in the first King Kong?
Oh, that was a sequel to that one.
Yeah.
The fuck?
But
Oh,
apparently, after he hits the ground, his heart's all fucked up, so they give him a big artificial heart.
and that's why they bring him back to life. And then there's other
Yeah.
shit that.
They have to find another ape that has the same blood type.
What in the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy shit. All of this because of a giant, stupid gorilla.
And they meet Lady Kong. Linda Hamilton's in the movie, so you know it's good.
Wow. Yeah, there was King Kong again, and then King Kong Lives. Yeah, you're right. An animated musical film called The Mighty Kong. Oh god. The film also features a song score by the Sherman Brothers.
What's up, Dio? You've come to yell at us about our Avatar hate.
I'm exhausted trying to, fight for that movie. If you don't like it, it's fine. But
no, it's okay. I don't have an opinion on it. I just don't want to see it. It's 3 hours long.
that's another thing. Y'all are shitting on it, and you haven't even seen it.
I'm saying I don't want to see it. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just like, why would people want to?
No, y'all are shitting on it.
I'm shitting on it.
Why do people want to pay to see that? It's ridiculous. Like, who are these people that want to just watch visual effects and don't want storytelling? It's insulting.
Well, there is storytelling. People are just mad that it's not groundbreaking.
4 hours, boring. Yawn, snooze fest.
Again, I can't take your opinion seriously because you haven't seen it.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not a sucker for, oh, it looks pretty like you are, like with Avatar.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
No, right. I'm kidding. No.
I mean, and look, I will admit, even though I love both movies, yes, is the story groundbreaking? Absolutely not. It's stuff that we've seen before, but like, there's a reason why they do it, because the story that they're telling is universal. That's why it's made $2 billion, because it's the story that people around the world can like gravitate to. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They're not trying to have like this super complicated story that's gonna make you question your psyche on reality and all this other shit. No. I mean, going back to what Blinded said earlier, that there is people out there that do want to see it for the spectacle, for the groundbreaking visual effects, because up until this point, like, Avatar is one of the biggest cinematic achievements ever. So that alone, I think, is worth seeing it in the theater.
I'm ashamed to have committed to contribute to the box office. I'm ashamed. I'm personally ashamed.
I'm ashamed for Justin. I never committed to the box office.
I never commit. Yeah, you know what I mean, though.
Y'all do you, but yeah, the Transformers situation though, that is actually infuriating. Coming from someone who is a Transformers fan, that it's not as stupid as those movies are making out to be as far as the source material. Like, if they actually followed the source material and actually followed the character development there, these actually could be great movies on the level of an Avatar, I believe. Because if people are going to see these movies and these films are terrible, think about how great they would be. If they were great, they would have broke the box office even more than they already do. So it's like, it already infuriates me. I'm talking about the Transformers movies on my channel with
I love Transformers as a kid of the 80s. They were fantastic. But can you really adapt the source material into movies?
You can't. I mean, the way they done it, it's like it's missed potential. But yes, they can do it.
It'd be kind of, I don't know. If you watch the original Transformers cartoon, right, it's like no one ever gets hurt, no one ever gets killed. They just keep shooting laser beams at each other and missing the entire time. Is that what we're gonna have a movie? We just
oh no, that's not true.
Isn't that called Marvel?
Yeah, but actually, that's not true at all. There are characters in Transformers that die.
Okay,
like,
we're talking. Where you said you want to take the source material, so obviously we'd have to start before the movie, and before the movie, no one died.
Okay, if you want to be literal about it,
See, that's what I'm saying, right? You're going to go source material, so you'd have to start at the beginning, which is the beginning of the show. No one dies, no one gets hurt. There's really no point. It's like story of the week. Oh, we're going to go over to this water dam and get some energon. Oh, we got foiled again. Oh, now this week we're going to go to the hydroelectric plant.
Hey, this is crazy coming from the guy who's supposed to be a Marvel fan, but okay.
What's Marvel got to do with Transformers?
Because it's very similar to that. Like, nobody gets hurt, everybody wins in the ending, the bad guy's defeated.
and you guys,
Bad guys get hurt, they all die. In the Marvel
did
movies.
you not see the 1986 animated movie?
I'm
I
saying
was
Marvel
in the
in
theater,
general.
DL. I was in the theater
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
kill him, kill Optimus Prime.
So yeah, for you saying that like there's no stakes and people don't die, that's clearly not true at all.
You don't need to have stakes.
Well, then- wait,
people
hold on.
people dying is not the only
But
stakes.
there was
By
no
the way,
stakes in that movie either. Let's call a spade, right? If you watch the movie, after there's like the first 20 minutes, they're just like fucking killing everybody. Everybody's getting slaughtered. They're getting murked left and right? And after that, nobody dies. Nobody dies after the initial kill off all the old characters scene.
Well, hold on. Didn't they kill off the old characters so they can have new characters to
Yeah.
sell toys?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but I'm saying after they killed off all the old characters, no one else died. There was no stakes in the rest of the movie.
Okay, do you want people to die throughout the entire film?
Well, yeah, you've established that they could die, and there's people getting killed left and right at the first 20 minutes, and then after that, like nobody gets hurt, and like everybody's like, yay, happy. And I love the movie. Don't get me wrong. I love Transformers. Dare to be stupid, where they're dancing and fucking, it's fantastic. You know, I get teary eyed
50s.
at the beginning.
Okay. So and when I say source material, okay, what I mean is actually taking the Transformers characters seriously. The live action movies don't do that until Bumblebee, and even then, I have issues with Bumblebee with how they treated those characters. But like, they're treating the Transformers like they are special effects or secondary characters to the humans, and like Transformers could carry an entire film. That's one of the issues with those Transformers movies, but also the fact that the humor in those movies are bad, the dialogue is bad, the plot is inconsistent. Like there's a lot of things. I'm sorry, I don't want to go into a tirade about
No,
Transformers.
you could. This
No.
is what we do here.
Go for it.
Okay. So, and this is stuff I will be talking about on the channel as well, if you guys want to follow me, because we did talk about the 1986 movie and the first Michael Bay Transformers film. Next week, we're going to talk about Revenge of the Fallen. But
All right, real quick before you go into tirade.
Yeah.
Tony's Bicep says Tony not right in the head. Optimus Prime dying was the most upsetting thing I ever watched. No, it wasn't, because I was a huge Decepticon fan, and I was like, yes, kill the good guys. I was down. And then when Starscream, who's my favorite character, became the leader, he kicks Megatron out of the fucking train. He's like, poof, I'm the fucking leader now. That was the greatest moment in cinema. And then like 10 minutes later, he gets exploded. But still, it was a childhood dream come true. Go ahead, Deal.
Cool. Okay, so with those films, like as I said before, like I think if they actually respected the source material, the people that are working on it, specifically Michael Bay, I think they could have been on a level. They could be as successful as Marvel, possibly on the same level as Avatar. Because like I'm seeing, people are still giving billions of dollars to these movies, and they're not good. So I'm like, if they're actually well written and people actually wanted to go see it, I think it would have done great financially. It's the fact that they got Michael Bay, who doesn't even like Transformers, who doesn't even like the source material. And you're getting him to do Transformers. I don't understand. On top of the fact that Michael Bay has never done family-friendly content either. Like all of his stuff is rated R.
What are you talking about? He did the Got Milk commercial.
Oh, that's another thing too. They got a commercial guy and a music video director as well to do it. That's what the. Yeah, it's really.
Man, the dialogue sometimes was really cringy too. Like, I could not get through 5 minutes of Dark of the Moon because Shia LaBeouf kept saying, I met Obama. I met Obama. I met Obama. I'm like, shut the fuck up about Obama. Fuck you, Shia LaBeouf.
I think that's the one
He
I
got-
fell
he
asleep
got a
in.
medal from Obama.
Yeah. He's like, and he wouldn't shut up about it. And it's
I
like,
mean-
oh my God,
Listen,
stop it. And then I shut off the movie. I bought the DVD just to shut off the movie like that. And I'm like, well, Michael Bay, you fucking got my money. Fucking asshole.
And yes,
like, I've gotten letters from both Obama and W. Bush. I guess I should brag about that, but I won't.
Well, you just did. You humble bragged. You were like, maybe I should brag about these 2 letters I got from Obama and Bush, but I won't.
Who gives a shit? Just get over it. My God. And Megan
thing
Fox
is, like,
isn't in the
those le-
movie.
those
Fuck
letters were when I
that.
was, like,
And
fucking
honestly,
sixth grade.
but honestly, Megan Fox is one of the better characters in those Michael Bay
Oh,
films.
that's hot take.
No, I mean, it is
I don't know about that,
take,
DL.
but it's not
I
a hot
rewatched
take.
it. I rewatched it. I reviewed it, and I'm telling you, compared to everyone else in that movie, they actually put an effort to give Megan Fox a backstory. Am I saying she's a fantastic character? No, but compared to everyone else, she's probably the most more interesting characters in those movies.
I mean, can we talk about the fact that there's like a professor in Revenge of the Fallen that should be on like a sex offender registry list?
Yeah. Honestly, the best thing to come out of those Transformers movies was the Linkin Park music.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Rest in peace,
great.
Chester.
Yeah,
I love those
that's
songs.
probably like the best thing that came out of that. Like,
Yeah, I
Divide was
agree with that.
awesome. New Divide was a banger, and everyone remembers What I've Done from the Transformers movie.
Right.
I don't remember Linkin Park in that Transformers movie, but I remember Minutes to Midnight separately, like listening to Bleed It Out for the first time. And then Mike Shinoda says, going out of my fucking mind. And I'm like 11 years old. I'm like, that guy said fuck in this, in this record. And then a little after that, I listened to American Idiot. I'm like, that guy just said fuck America. Oh, adults are saying the F word that I can't say. I'm like, this is blowing my mind. These are cool things. These are cool people. Adults swear? My goodness. And they swear in art? That's awesome, man. No. The best thing to come out of those Transformers movies was New Divide.
But I will
according to
say,
Michael
like-
Bay,
Sorry, go ahead, George.
according to Michael Bay, Transformer fans want to see dogs humping each other in Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh my freaking! And we want to put testicles on Transformers. That's what
That
they
was
like.
funny.
That was not funny.
That was funny as hell.
That was
Frankie,
insulting.
stop dominating Mojo.
There wasn't a single laugh that I had in that entire movie.
That was insulting and a disgrace. And
I
not
saw
on
both
top
of those
the
movies
fact,
in the theaters. I did not laugh a single time.
No, I
The
did.
the balls on the robot thing, that was just really bizarre.
Yeah, mud flapping skids. Are you?
Those balls are funny. I know. I can't believe Tony said that. That's crazy.
It was funny as
I hated that. That is the perfect representation of what Michael Bay thinks about the Transformers.
Personally, I don't care. I just thought it was very strange that they put balls on the fucking robot. Like, why? Just
No, it's just because they can, because it's a robot. And
It's-
they're
it's- it's like
what
if-
can we get away with the PG-13 rating?
it's a joke. It's a weird joke.
What the?
It's random. It's just super random. Like, we needed to see
That
the
one is
balls
like a
of this
Christmas
thing.
ornament upside down.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. I
See, the
hate
balls
it. I
were funny.
hate it.
Justin got a laugh out of it.
No,
See,
no,
this-
I like it.
this
I
is
like it.
why-
It's funny.
This is why these movies make billions of dollars, because you're laughing at this shit. That's
Because
why.
I don't know.
You know,
Because it
you
was
know what,
unexpected.
DL, guess what? I actually had to watch the 4th Transformers movie for an editing class, and I had to make.
Wait, what?
Wait, you had to watch that
I had to
editing
watch
class?
it. I had to watch it and make something else out of it.
Mhm.
Do you
Oh.
want to see what I made out of it?
It's probably better than what they actually came.
Whatever they made.
Tony, are you okay with me showing this? This is the first video on my channel. The first ever video.
It's your video. If you want us to watch it, I'll put it on.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah, if you guys are down for it, I will show you the first video on my channel. You might have to increase the volume because it's a little quiet. But yeah, it's a fucking banger.
Right.
Oh wait, you're not showing it yet. All right.
Marky Mark gets it on.
Oh, it definitely is.
How old are you?
20.
So we can work this two ways. One, right in the mouth.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine. Do your parents know about this? Is your dad okay with you?
So stupid.
Oh my god.
By the way,
my
I got
God.
an A on that project. Just so you know.
Fantastic. Look,
Yo, I just gotta say this. This reminds me of another problem. Michael Bay had the Romeo and Juliet laws joke. That guy had a card with him in the real scene, to basically say, yeah, it's okay for me to be seeing this underage girl.
Why?
Oh my god.
Why did he need to go out of his way to put that in the film? Why didn't you just make her 18? Why?
Yeah. Basically, it's we're protected by the Romeo and Juliet laws. I was like, why do we need this joke?
I mean, I actually don't have a problem with someone that if you went to high school with them and then you happen to be 18, I don't have a problem with that if you're if the girl's 17 and roles reverse. If the girl's 18 and he's 17, that's not a big deal. I think
not a big deal, but the fact that they are
It's
making
in
it
the
a big
movie.
deal,
They
that's
put it
the
in the
problem.
movie. It didn't need to be in the movie, right?
Yeah, okay. The point is that doesn't need to be in the movie. Okay. That's
It's just a
fine.
weird choice to put in a movie, right? Hey,
Yeah,
let's just
and
make a
that's-
joke out of this. Okay.
it wasn't even
It's
a
so
joke.
it's so awkward in the context of that. And so I was like, why not twist that in a way where Marky Mark and this guy are getting it on?
Look.
And he asks, and I'm just I'm gonna frame this in a way where it's Mark and this one dude have a relationship because it's very clear that I can do that and I can splice this terrible movie in a way that it's okay.
That was a masterpiece, Justin. I laughed, I cried. I wanted to see a sequel. Look, I'm a big child, right? When you start putting bleeps where they don't belong and it makes it sound like they're swearing, I'm gonna laugh every single time.
I mean, I bleep you right in the mouth. That was so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was so obvious. I'm like, it's there. It is right there. And with Mark Wahlberg's delivery, it works. So I don't know. That was my first video on my channel, and it was an older editing project that we literally had to watch that movie, and we had to download it, and we had to come up with a way to make something new out of this movie and splice it together, make a narrative of it, and edit it in a way where it's completely different.
It should have won a GLAAD award.
Thank you. I think it was very gay friendly.
It was. Well, since we have you here, Justin, are you going to join us tomorrow as we watch yet another Neil Breen masterpiece?
What time is it?
We usually start about 7:30.
No, I can't. I wish. I don't even know who Neil Breen is.
No, you're missing out.
Neil Breen is the greatest filmmaker of the 21st
Restore the Breen
century.
verse.
DL, do you have any comment on that?
None at all.
Have you partook in these particular streams?
No, I can't say I have, Justin.
Do you want to?
I have no interest whatsoever.
What?
Yeah.
You don't want to watch bad movies with good friends?
I think I might have to take a rain check on that, my friend.
No, man.
You know what? That's okay. Save it for the room.
Yo,
We all
speaking
watched
of the room. Speaking of the room, did you see Tommy Wiseau has a new movie coming out?
I did. Someone posted it in our.
Is it Big Shark? Is he finally releasing it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes! I am so happy about that. I reacted to that trailer on my channel a long time ago. He's like, oh, water, huh? It was great. Him, Greg Sestero, and this other guy in the middle. The guy who was just completely dumb. And oh my God, I want to see that movie on the big screen so badly. I cannot tell you how much I want to see that. I saw Best Friends and I was floored by how great it was and how Tommy Wiseau's absence from part of the movie, the two movies, because it was split into two parts. His absence was felt, and I was like, I wish he was still in this, because that's what made the movie so great. And the role that he wrote himself for was so good. I'm like, yes, he's crazy, he's maniacal. I loved it. I love Tommy Wiseau.
Well, if you love him, I'm telling you, you'll love Neil Breen. He is just as fantastic.
Are you serious? Because
Yes.
I met the great Tommy Wiseau, and I will tell you, there's nothing more spectacular than that.
He's beautiful, huh?
He's a more handsome man than I am. I will say that.
We even got
And
to
it's
watch
hard to
Matt,
believe.
Oh, thank you.
we even got to watch Matt Jarbo's film In Search of.
I want to see that. Do you have a link for me to see that?
I can get you the link later, yeah. But let's take a look at this Big Shark trailer. I haven't seen this.
It's a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, boys, I'm the referee. Who's ready for a fight? You two, what's your name? Jimmy. What's your name? Tony. I want a good quick fight. Got it.
What is going on?
This is the most intense trailer I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's fairly intense. Like, what's going on right now?
But that won't save you.
the
God.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash from the trailer. It's like, calm down. It needs
Feels
to
like
relax.
Rocky with Jaws.
Like, yeah, like, what does this have to do with boxing?
It doesn't. It's probably like the beginning of the movie.
Wait, what the? Oh my God.
Oh my God! This is gonna be great.
So is this part of the Creed universe, like boxing against sharks?
Or
Like,
is this part of the
remember-
Sharknado universe?
Wait, there was another trailer like from a while ago. I'm not gonna show my reaction to it, but man, there's another one that's like 4 years old.
So here's a question. Do you think, with all the hype around the room, that Big Shark is going to underdeliver? Like, he's going to try too hard, right? The first movie is a genuine expression of Tommy Wiseau's creative process, as it were. So do you think this movie he's going to try to force it, sort of?
There's hype behind the room.
No, there's no hype, but it's still it's people have seen it. We know it. It's funny. We know the humor, all the memes, and because of that, is it going to affect the way he makes movies? Right? Is he just going to do the thing that he was going to do, or is he like, oh, I got to try to make this meme thing because they like the last movie?
Well, he made Best Friends, and it was exactly what The Room was. It reminded me of The Room so much that I loved it so much that I can't complain. And if this is Tommy Wiseau's style, that he's just like, yeah, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be ridiculous. It makes no sense, but who cares? Like that's the kind of mindset that he is at, and I love it. I love that he has taken time to embrace that, and if he does it in the right way, it'll be great. But this was the first trailer.
Let's check it out.
Hey guys.
Oh, hi. Patrick.
You can hear it, right?
This is Tim
Yeah.
and Georgie. Yeah, we're having 2 beers, chilling, just having a good night.
You are a jerk.
What?
Whoa.
Come on.
Ooh.
You're my best friend.
What a slap!
What did you do? Are you okay? What did you do?
Are you okay?
Tear me apart.
How's your face feel? Feels good. Water, look at that.
You see this?
No! What is it?
This trailer felt more like a Tommy Wiseau movie, in that like this is what he wanted to do, and the other trailer felt more like this is what people expect a Tommy Wiseau movie to be.
Look out, Morbius! True cinema has arrived.
The line of that trailer. Oh, water! Look at that.
I know. Oh, water! Look at that. Oh man, that line delivery better be in the movie. That whole scene better be in the movie.
Wow, I smell 100 million opening weekend. I don't know about y'all.
It better have 100 million opening weekend. If not, I have no faith in humanity.
Aaron's popping in. What's up, Aaron?
Man, I tell you, that's gonna be a cult classic. That movie.
It is.
It's gonna be the best shark movie
of all time.
Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be the best one since Jaws because Deep Blue Sea exists, but the best one since Deep Blue Sea.
That's
Fuck open water. Fuck
That's going to
47
theaters?
meters down. Fuck that.
I'm gonna
Blake
see that
Lively
over Mario.
movie. What?
Wait,
what?
He said he's going to see that over Mario. What about a two-headed shark attack?
What's that?
Oh, the Shark Attack movies?
No,
fuck
two-headed shark attack from Asylum with the shark with 2 heads.
I have not seen that movie.
I think I saw a trailer for that.
Where did make a Sharknado 6, 7, 8, 9?
No, they made the fourth one, The Fourth Awakens, which is
dude, have you not seen the whole Sharknado universe? It starts off with just it's a tornado that has sharks, right? And it somehow ends up with time travel, and they gotta go to the origin of Sharknadoes in prehistoric times because it changes the future and there's robots and shit. I'm like,
what is this, Marvel?
Yeah,
or Fast and Furious.
What the fuck is this shit?
Fast and Furious, where we start out with a grounded story with Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, and then we end up in space.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jay Cut says I'm fine. Whoever did the CGI for the stream, that frog looks so fake. It is.
Well, Aaron, I think Tommy Wiseau is going into the Creedverse because there was boxing in the trailer, boxing with sharks.
Oh, George's bike's a fix. That's good.
It is.
It's been on and off, but
It's gonna be Tommy Wiseau versus Rocky Balboa.
Yo, Tommy, we gotta fight this out, man.
Oh, water! Look at that.
What?
I can't believe that's actual live.
Speaking of strangeness, did you guys hear about Amanda Bynes? She was placed on a psychiatric hold after roaming the streets naked.
That's sad.
Oh boy.
Oh, I have some thoughts on this, but
My first thought is, why are celebrities walking around naked without telling me?
Oh
my god.
I'm just saying.
My thing is, I think something terrible happened to her.
What do you mean?
We're allowed to say, do you think a child bad guy had his way with her when she was a child actress at Nickelodeon?
Pressure. I don't think so. I think it's other stuff. Being a child actress. Yeah.
Dan Schneider happened to her.
Yeah, and by the way, Aaron, you are sounding very robotic.
Ooh.
He's caught it.
He caught the robot bug.
Yeah, I do think Dan Schneider fucked her up as a child.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
Dan, hold her tighter because she's a fighter, Schneider.
Damn. Look,
So, anyways.
look at you spitting rhymes like that. Like, I'm impressed, but like also terrified.
Disgusted.
And disgusted, yes.
Amanda Bynes has been placed on a psychiatric hold after she was found roaming the streets naked and alone, TMZ learned. An eyewitness tells us Bynes was seen walking near downtown Los Angeles early Sunday morning without any clothes. We're told that Bynes waved a car down, telling the driver she was coming down from a psychotic episode. Amanda herself then called 911. I don't understand these stories. And like, is this like a thing in LA where like, you know, people just walk around naked and just no one says anything? Because apparently she was walking around for a while, right? It wasn't like she got naked, saw the car, was like, hey, let me call 911. So apparently, like, she was out there roaming. And just no one gave a shit. Like, oh, there's another naked person in LA. It's fucking Tuesday.
I'm kind of dubious about going to LA now.
Really? Because if there's naked people walking around, I think I'm booking my flight.
Oh boy, be careful with that. That's all I gotta say.
That's typical Tuesday for her, or was that MK Ultra? 56 just says yes. That's the thing apparently. People mind their business in urban. That's not true. I live in an urban area. I live in Chicago. It's very urban. Somebody was walking on the street naked. Definitely noticed. Like, hey, there's like a.
Is it me or does Tony sound far away?
Yeah, like something happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's the same mic. I literally didn't move.
That's strange. Getting the bug. We're getting the bug. Ugh.
Oh boy, the new pandemic on StreamYard.
I don't know. I'll tell you. Maybe it's because I said naked and YouTube keeps like better put them lower.
He's like, don't you say that.
So anyway, I think this is nobody's really talking about this, which is kind of weird, right? Like,
well, it's probably because they already knew Amanda Bynes was crazy, so this is just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like
there she goes again. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's got to be like this isn't just like, oh, normal people crazy, right? This got to be like something happened to her.
I mean, what do you consider normal people crazy at this point?
Yeah,
it's like we have to like you being silent for that minute like says something. Like we actually have to contemplate what is normal crazy now because we've seen it all.
I really don't know. I guess normal crazy is hearing things, hearing noises, maybe.
Hearing noises? Oh yeah, sure. Like sure, back in the day.
Did Tony's room just get filled with water? Oh look, water. No, I don't know. Chirac. It's not. I don't know. People say it's bad. It's not that bad.
I mean, have you heard about what's been going on with Britney Spears? I would argue that's pretty crazy too.
What happened to her recently? No, that wasn't her. That was Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan tried to kidnap that homeless kid, didn't she?
Wait, what?
You guys didn't hear about that?
Oh my god.
Like, I'm going to save you from Africa.
Yeah, it was like really weird.
I don't
Okay,
know. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that situation, but maybe she had.
Lindsay
good
Lohan really
intentions,
did. She did lose it. Her, Amanda Bynes.
Didn't the act-
She got
Just
punched
like
like the mom like
I don't know
fucking
if she.
socked her.
Okay, if that kid was in Tent City, I'm like, yes, a hot Disney Channel actress can definitely kidnap me.
Well, it's kind of debatable now.
I'm totally cool with that. I don't care what she does to me. Like, I'm cool with it. She could be my new sugar mama any day. I'm cool with that.
You still want that? You still want that?
Why? What's wrong?
Do I still want what?
You talking about Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
You still want Lindsay Lohan?
Why not? What's wrong with
I
Lindsay
mean, can you be more specific?
Can you? What were you talking about?
You asked the question. Be
It
more
sounds-
specific.
You're almost implying like something's wrong with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh
Like
no, nothing's wrong with her at all. She's completely fine.
So again,
I mean, has she like done something to her appearance lately that like she's really weird looking or something? Like, I don't keep up with celebrities like that.
Lindsay Lohan hasn't been in the news.
Yeah. Well, didn't like it? Wasn't there something in the news about a Baywatch actress like stealing?
oh,
a
now you're staticky, George.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I got.
You sound like
I
cable
got-
TV in like the 70s.
I got the disease again.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan, she's in the news. She
And now
Yeah,
you are, Aaron. Oh my god.
It's really like two robots talking to each other.
All right, let's.
going on StreamYard.
I don't
No, no, it's you are staticky, and I don't know why. Fix your microphone or something. I have no idea. Maybe you're like your daughter's on the phone at the same time that you're using the
Hey,
internet.
is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Lindsay.
fixed
Also, the latest. I just searched up Lindsay Lohan. She's apparently been accused in a scandal with Jake Paul and some other celebrities about a SEC crypto charges over a crypto scheme.
Okay, in the middle of your sentence, when you said crypto scheme, then you
Yeah.
became satellite TV again.
Oh boy.
Also, she's got a baby coming soon, so I mean, there's that.
Oh boy.
She also looks weird, so there's that.
Well,
Those cheekbones. I don't know what's going on with the.
I don't care. I don't care.
Your nose.
Oh, she cut her hair and it's short. It's like, nah.
That's not the problem.
Ooh, 56 said let Transformer talk with his static.
I don't know, man.
Swarm and roll out.
Oh, 1 inch bicep says I think she hits the wall, as some people would say.
What is this? That's Lindsay.
Yeah, that's Lindsay Lohan. She got a little old looking.
She does.
I mean, she
yeah.
is 36. She is 36.
She looks older here.
I mean, she does.
You know,
I like Lindsay Lohan, so I'm not going to say what I should say.
Wait, what? Say what you should say.
No, I'm not going to say it because I don't know. I don't know that
56K says it was crack.
that childhood crush, from when I was like 6 years old and watching Freaky Friday.
I feel
Not
you.
Freaky Friday. The Parent Trap.
Parent Trap,
And then watching
Parent Trap's
Freaky
first one,
Friday
yeah.
in the theater as like.
Well, that's
a
when they killed
9-year-old.
Lindsay Lohan's sister, and then Disney buried it, pretend like that she was actually playing.
Oh,
goodness.
Damn.
no!
I mean,
she
yeah, I
was
loved her in Herbie
that
Fully
good.
Loaded.
Come on, man, she was that good. Fuck
Oh no,
you.
yeah,
I
loved
know.
her.
I swear to God, look on YouTube. There's a theory that Lindsay Lohan had a sister, and that they
A
killed
twin,
her.
a real twin.
Yeah, a real twin, and that they killed her.
She
and that
ki-
Disney-
yeah,
Well,
bullshit.
she didn't want to go to Olsen twins. She didn't want to go
Oh.
down the Olsen twins road. She want to go solo.
I mean, just like Avril Lavigne supposedly was replaced.
Who wrote that theory? Grace Randolph?
Chuck Capia.
That's the stupidest thing.
You know, thinking about the Baywatch actress stealing a chicken reminds me of a time when I signed a kid out to a parent. The parent brought a chicken with them, a live chicken.
Who the fuck let Chat GPT talk?
well, there's a
let a
rumor
live
that-
chicken. Okay.
A live chicken.
I'm sorry,
And I was like, "Is that a
George.
chicken?"
George, you need to fix your static. I don't know how you do it, but you need to fucking fix it.
It was good, and then it was bad, and then it was good, and then it was bad. But here, since we're on the topic, we're going to talk about BuzzFeed's 16 ridiculous celebrity conspiracies.
I love you, George, by the way, but
I think this one was true, and the picture is no longer available because they're trying to hide it. But Beyonce's pregnancy was totally staged, 100%.
Her pregnancy was totally staged.
I think Rihanna's pregnancy was totally staged too.
There's a picture where she like bends down and like her belly like folds in a weird way.
that's just her getting fat, and then she's like trying to fake it.
Yeah, well, see, apparently
Wait,
Beyonce was never pregnant. She used a surrogate, so not to ruin her figure. But B wanted to keep this a secret, so she wore a fake pregnancy belly. You can see this video that her belly kind of deflates as she sits down. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Have y'all seen Blue Ivy? He looks exactly like Jay and Beyonce.
What does that have to do with anything of what I just said?
I don't even understand this conspiracy theory.
Well, the conspiracy is that they took Jay-Z's sperm and Beyonce's egg, and then implanted it into another woman so that Beyonce didn't get fat. The other woman got fat.
How is that scientifically possible?
Because we do it all the time. It's called a surrogate.
Yeah.
I mean, science has no answers.
Have you never like heard of artificial insemination and things like that?
No.
Well, I mean, yes, I have, but I've also heard of artificial. What's it called? It doesn't matter.
You lost the joke. Sorry.
No, I did lose it. It was supposed to. Never mind.
It's fine. I told you about that, Justin. You got to commit to the bit. Just keep going. But Taylor's
look, the image is not available in this either.
Yeah, it's a BuzzFeed article.
Loki had it removed.
Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston faked their relationship. The conspiracy is that their romance was faked either for publicity or to troll the media.
I mean, every relationship Taylor Swift has been in is for publicity because she breaks up with everybody she's with.
Yeah. I can't take any of her relationships seriously.
Yeah. She's not going to ever get married or have kids. She's not going to happen.
What do you mean? Wait. Who's not going to get married? Like
Taylor Swift.
Oh well.
She's a definition of toxic.
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey, she could settle down with me any day.
I mean, if she
Toxic
writes
and
a song
toxic.
about
You already have a kid, Tony, so you have to adopt. Be a stepmother.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna be a stepmother for like a year, and then at most, and then I don't know. She's not great with relationships, and maybe that says
I can fix
I don't know.
No, you can't.
I would say with some of the reporters saying, commenting like, "Oh, you're gonna go home with lots of dudes," like in a Grammys interview. I'm like, that's not
what they said.
That's not going. Just like you're gonna come home with more than just awards, maybe some guys. Like I'm gonna go home with my friends. Like she has some self-awareness and like self-respect to be at least like I mean like. Hey, this narrative around me is like gone too far. Like, fuck this. I don't like this. Like, I want a relationship with a good guy, but like it just never works
What's
out.
her Twitter? I'm gonna DM her right now.
I don't think you DM her. I don't think
There's no way you can actually DM her on Twitter right now. There's no
Your
fucking
DMs
way.
are probably closed.
It's
DM
the fuck closed off as fuck. And there is no way. And I don't know. I don't dislike Taylor Swift. I don't dislike her music necessarily, especially her early work. Felt so genuine, and I liked it so much. But it shot up the roof so quickly and she was like a young girl, and like she's getting all these attentions from guys and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
And also, she's taller than me, and I'm like, I would never imagine that like she would ever, like much other
DM her
pop
on
artist
Instagram.
that she would ever have a
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
normal. Oh, you're doing it on Instagram. Oh my god, you.
Because on
sick
Twitter
fuck.
she has like 90 million people, and Instagram
No, but
she
on
has
Twitter,
a lot more. But
her Twitter's closed. You can't DM her.
yeah,
Well, Justin,
yeah,
you missed
but on
it.
Instagram you
On
can.
Instagram, God, please don't.
Justin, you missed it yesterday, Tony. DM's Grace Randolph.
I'm
Come
sorry.
to come on my show.
There
I'm
you
all
go.
for it. If she wants to come on, she's allowed on.
I just DM'd her on Twitter or on Instagram. So what's up, Tay Tay? What up, Tay Tay?
We need a truth to
you
your
DM'd
relationship.
Jenna
We need
Ortega?
Did you say DM Jenna Ortega?
He DM'd Jenna
That's
Ortega
RJ.
to tell her about RJ.
Oh my god.
Look, if I'm gonna commit to a bit, I'm going to do it. I'm taking my shot, right? Like what?
You're gonna have to show it.
Do it. You never know. She might need a normal person instead of a celebrity.
I hear she's on Reddit. No, but
That's not how you spell Reddit.
It's not how you spell Reddit.
I thought she read your Instagram message.
Oh,
right
she
away,
read
Tony.
it immediately? Like she was that desperate? Oh my god, no, come on. There's so many famous people and people who are richer than you who are gonna be like at her for that. Like, hey, I have a big dick and I also have like and I have a gold record.
And I have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel. Does not compare to like gold record and like
Don't worry, I'm not
7-inch dick. Like
I'm not John Candy or Grace Randolph.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Are you assuming that I don't have a 7-inch dick now? Oh, come on. Are you selling me short?
You don't have a gold record though.
I don't have a gold record.
Tony,
You
have to
don't
prove
have
it.
a
Send
gold
dick
record.
pics.
Yeah. Oh god, don't do that. Please don't do that.
You know,
All right.
John Campion to measure dicks.
Imagine how many. Like, a lot of my friends in the YouTube sphere have gotten dick pics, and
I'm disappointed.
yeah, some of them are impressive. But I will say, it like to give them just a dick pic. It's just like, hey, I have a 7-inch penis. You should get with me. Does not work on the internet. Like, just so you know, it does not work.
I put a little hat on mine. That way, it's more impressive.
Oh my god!
It's like a top hat. And I got like a little cane that I kind of glue on the side.
All right, the DM. We must see it.
Oh my god!
Did you actually send a dick pic with a top head?
There you go. I actually sent a DM to Twitter. Obviously, I'm not going to show you my Instagram for all the people that I've talked to, but that is a screenshot of what I.
Oh, I talk to everybody on Instagram. I DM every celebrity there is.
I just don't want no one to know what my Instagram is.
I send a streamer like to every celebrity on Instagram.
So there you go. I'll let you know if she hits me up. But,
what is wrong with you people?
I'm kidding.
You said, "What's up, Tay Tay?" She's not going to respond.
Are we going to continue that list? Who the heck is Chris? Who's?
Yeah, we're gonna continue the list. Don't worry.
Okay.
But you know what? Everyone else is doing their ridiculous. Hey, I'm a big fan. Blah blah blah. I'm just playing it cool. Just playing it cool. Hey, what up, Tay Tay?
What up, Tay Tay?
If she responds, DL, what are you gonna do?
It'll be a cold day in fucking hell.
It will be a definite cold day in hell.
Thank you, Brian. I do.
Well, if you know anything about your Bible, you know that hell is actually very cold because it is the farthest away from God's light. Therefore, hell is frozen, and so Tay Tay will be hitting me up.
Tay Tay, she's definitely going to hell.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I am not. No, I do not agree with that whatsoever.
With what?
I'm kidding.
She's
but
not
you know,
going to hell.
All right,
Just
so
saying that
apparently-
right here, right now.
I mean, you don't know her personal life. You don't know what she does.
Well, I mean, you'll know these
I
celebrities.
don't know
You'll
that for
the-
sure. I don't know it for a fact, but I just know that she's probably not going to go to hell
She ain't going to heaven.
immediately.
Yeah,
she ain't going to heaven, but she ain't going to
She give it
56
pretty
days.
no.
I don't know
No,
her
no,
personal life,
get
and I
out
don't
of the
care
way,
about
she
that. I
get
just
out of
know that she writes songs about boys that didn't work out.
Hey,
and
when you hear a song about a Mexican frog, you know what happened between me and her.
I don't know.
See,
Look,
there
look,
has
it-
to come a point where it's like, are you sure it's the guy's fault? Are you sure you're not contributing anything
I'm
to
sure
why
How
they
many guys
didn't
has
work?
she? How many
It's come
guys
up
has she been with?
several times, and
Maybe she doesn't put out. That's why they break up.
Well, she's every time she
she
breaks
just
up
put
with
out
someone.
like
Put
she's-
out. Oh my
what-
god.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Snacks. She puts out-
no
You should never
comment on
date
that.
Taylor Swift because if you break up with her, she's gonna write a song about you. Like,
More clout
I'll
for
take
you
that.
for like a year, assuming that it's gonna be a
Aaron bangs
hit
all the
song.
celebrities.
And if it doesn't become a hit song, then you're just a nobody still. So that used to date Taylor Swift. So you're just like a rag doll. You are a used rag at this
She
point.
could use me like a rag any day of the week.
Wow. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. See, I'll impress her with the $5 Latino discount.
Man.
Tony is the Swifties' #1 fan.
I'm right there.
That's what their fans are called, right?
Wait, what are they
Swifties,
called?
Right? That's what Tony-
Swifties?
Swifties.
They're called
Swift.
Swifties?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I hate to admit it, back in high school, I kind of leaned that way.
I mean, I liked Country Taylor. I like Country Taylor. She was cute.
Aston says use you as a rag, but not when she's on the rag.
I'm gonna look at her
Ooh.
bio. How many guys
Ooh,
she's
but
dated?
Aston, that's when you do the poop hole loophole. Take care of that.
Mhm.
All right, so apparently Suri Cruz is Chris Klein's daughter.
Who are these
Oh,
people?
gosh.
Who is
You don't know who's
Klein is from American Pie.
Yeah, Suri Cruz.
Oh,
is
that really
actually-
narrows it down. Who from American Pie?
He's the one. He's the one.
The good-looking guy.
The good-looking guy who gets with what's that girl's name? That actress's name? It's not Tara Reid. It's not the other one. It's like it's not Anna Hennig. What's her name? What's the actress's name? I don't remember. Is he?
I don't know.
You know
It's
what?
it's a well-built one. The guy is actually like.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
56 says we don't know who these people are. We just text.
So I didn't know. Really,
Well,
I didn't know she dated her.
Yeah, Katie
Yeah.
Holmes was dating Chris Klein before Tom Cruise. So they're saying that because she had gotten pregnant so quick after dating Tom Cruise, that it was probably she was already pregnant.
okay.
Katy Perry is actually John Benet Ramsey.
What?
Who's that?
What?
That's-
You never heard about John Benet Ramsey?
No.
Number 4 is false, and I can confirm it for sure. That's weird that you can confirm it, Aston. Is there something you want
Here
to
we
tell
call it
maybe
soccer.
to the
We call it
FBI?
soccer here.
She was like a child beauty queen who was killed at the age of 6 in her family home.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently Lewis Tomlinson's baby is fake. He's got a fake baby.
The
What
baby's on
the-
steroids.
Okay.
Avril Lavigne has been dead since 2003. I heard about this one.
Oh, yeah, I heard
No,
about that.
apparently she knows she's not. She's actually been seen. So
No, apparently 13 years ago, Avril killed herself and was replaced by a doppelganger who left several clues at Avril's second album. Courtney Love hired one of Kurt Cobain's friends to kill him and set up his death like a suicide.
Wow.
Now, we all know that Paul McCartney has been dead for years.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Hold on.
Which one?
Go up to Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne. Okay. Like, look, and that was in 2006.
3.
Yeah, well, in that era, yeah.
That was
2003.
dead since 2000.
No.
I don't believe that for a second, because if you have seen like artists, like famous artists who have died, like in this century, there is no doppelganger crap. Like, no, that is bullshit.
I said
No.
it was a chick that looks like her, and then they go like, if you compare her ears, you can see like the ears a little different here, and then like.
No. I don't believe it. People change.
Unfortunately,
I don't believe it, and I also
the
don't
worst thing
believe
is she's married to.
Number
The worst thing
7,
is-
when Courtney Cox was too fucking high off of her fucking ass and
It's Courtney
coked out of
Love.
her mind
You said cock.
and shot so much heroin she couldn't even think. To think that she hired a hitman
I think they
for
cooked him
Kurt
in
Cobain
there.
and got away with it? No fucking way. No fucking way. And
56 says, I
and-
can confirm Avril died from a failed kickflip. I saw that on the internet.
I don't give
Hey,
a shit.
blinded. It's just sad that the lead singer Nickelback is married to Avril Lavigne.
Ashton says,
No,
El
he
Duce.
was. He is not anymore.
No, I think this. Yeah, Nickelback is like the most hated Canadian band ever.
Yeah, because they suck. But El
They
Duce.
do.
Hold on. El Duce, though, did admit that Courtney paid him, and then he did die by being hit by a train. So there you go. She did try to hire somebody. He just wasn't successful. Like I said, Paul McCartney being dead, we all know that.
Keanu Reeves is definitely immortal.
Is he mortal?
Yeah, I could believe that.
I
There's a
love
bunch-
how all of these images are no longer available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be. Nicolas Cage is also an immortal vampire.
I could believe that for sure.
Maybe they copied and pasted the same. This image is no longer
is there-
available.
This is hilarious.
It's definitely not a coincidence that
No,
Nicolas
just
Cage is
to-
playing
just to
Dracula in
build it
Renfield.
Pierce enough.
Yeah, it's no coincidence at all.
Robert Patterson and Kristen Stewart are secretly married with 4 children.
No, Kristen Stewart is definitely gay.
The
Oh,
CIA killed Marilyn Monroe. We know that's true.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Sure, maybe.
CIA killed Kennedy.
Lady Gaga was a backup dancer before murdering an artist named Lena Morgana and stealing her identity.
I can actually believe that.
Wait, what?
What?
Apparently,
No.
she was sick of just being a backup dancer, so was involved in the murder of this woman,
I'm
which
kidding.
was made to look like a suicide. Gaga apparently copied her looks and persona and became mega famous months later. Monster is supposed about Lena's abusive ex-boyfriend, who was also involved in the murder.
No.
And then here
This
it is.
is
This is where we started. Lindsay Lohan has a dead twin.
Oh boy.
Apparently, both twins starred in The Parent Trap, but just after filming, Lindsay's sister Kelsey died in a car crash. Disney covered it up by saying Lindsay played both roles in the movie, and her family went along with it because they're fame hungry. And that's why Lindsay ended up turning to drugs and booze.
Okay.
You're telling me that's not true? Watch The Parent
Bullshit.
Trap.
That's bullshit.
You could have had 2 Lindsay Lohans as a kid.
Well, the other wouldn't be Lindsay Lohan. The other have a different name.
Kelsey Lohan.
Kelsey. Okay.
So there it is. And of course, Miley Cyrus was killed by Disney.
Literally or figuratively?
I like 16.
Maybe, but literally no.
I like 16.
Hold on, we'll get to 16. But apparently Disney killed her because she refused to participate in an orgy with Disney execs.
Whoa.
She's been replaced with a body double who doesn't give a fuck about being a role model for young girls. That's why she's crazy now. Makes sense. I believe it. And then Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj are the same person.
Okay, I want to hear this. I want to hear
Yeah, I
this.
want to hear this too.
Yeah.
If you take a Nicki Minaj song and slow it right down, she sounds exactly like Jay-Z. There's a whole SoundCloud account dedicated to it. Also, Nicki has talked a lot about her, quote, alter ego, and it just makes sense that Jay-Z is one of them. Especially because he's 100% confirmed Illuminati. And have ever seen them in the same place? Have you ever seen Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z in the same place? Have they worked on an album together yet?
They were on Kanye's album.
Well, that's because Kanye covered it up. We know that.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Kanye.
I'm trying to think. Wait, were they? I thought they were both at weren't they both at an award show a few times?
Yeah, but one was there, and then the other one leaves, and then the other one shows up.
It's a quick check.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not the same person. Maybe in the studio you could make an argument, but they are not physically the same person. No,
He's like just look at Nicki Minaj's ass. Does that look like Jay-Z's ass?
Why are you looking at Jay-Z's ass?
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, there's
Just do a side by side.
Hey, DL, it's for research, okay? It's
For
for
research.
research. For moments and
Purposes.
shows like these, like we have to know. We have to
I-
know.
I used to
Let's
do a whole
actually
segment,
go
DL.
right
We did a
now
whole
to
s-
Google Images Jay-Z ass,
Ass.
and then go to Nicki Minaj ass, and let's
I'm
make
sh-
the comparison. If you
I'm
would
sure
like to
you
go
see
that
us-
route.
I'm sure you see a huge difference, pun intended,
do
between.
a
Well,
side
let's
by
find
side,
out.
Tony?
I will show you 2 pictures, and you can be like, "Is that Jay-Z's ass? Or is that Nicki Minaj's ass?"
If you really
Just,
want to play this
put
game,
put
go
a
ahead.
picture of one of
I-
their asses, like a paparazzi photo, just like
Tony,
Jay-Z or
Tony, you gotta play
Nicki
the Billy Gunn
Minaj.
theme
You
music. You gotta play
vote
the
in
Billy
the
Gunn
chat.
music, man. You gotta play the Billy Gunn music before the show.
I don't think DL's familiar, but on this channel, we used to play a little game called Celebrity Butt Challenge, where we would show celebrity asses, and then you'd have to guess which celebrity it was. So yes, I did do this for research, and we did do male and female asses. We're equal opportunity misogynists.
Well, but you can't use misogynist for both genders. You can't. There's misandry for the hatred of men, and then misogyny.
But it's not. We weren't hating it. We're just objectifying them based on their ass. You know what's funny? I put in Jay-Z ass, and I have not seen one single picture of his actual ass. Just like pictures of him standing around being an ass, but like not actual like.
But it's like, how is there even any similarity between both of their asses? First of all, have you seen how huge Nicki's ass is? Like, come on now.
I have not. Have you seen their asses in the same spot?
No.
Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
He's wicked. I don't.
My Google search is going to be really fucked up. I'm looking like Jay-Z ass, Jay-Z butt, Jay-Z from behind.
Right? There's no
It's gonna
pictures
make
of
me
him from
think I'm
behind.
like-
He's hiding
Okay.
it because he knows it looks like Nicki Minaj's ass. That's what Hollywood doesn't want you to know. And he's got a big old Nicki Minaj ass.
I'm sure
Just keep-
people would notice that if he had that big of an ass.
Go on
my
Google
God,
right
I'm
now.
getting
Seriously.
a lot of like
How do you
creepy
know, Brian?
Beyonce like shit. Like my
Seriously,
God.
DL, if you don't believe us, go on Google. Go on to like a incognito tab so it's not in your search. And then just type in Jay-Z ass and not a single
Well, that would have
picture.
been nice to know before I decided to, research this.
Oh wow.
Not a single picture of his actual ass. Like there's pictures of him, Beyonce's ass, him looking at someone's ass.
God.
Yeah, do you know
this
why?
kind of
Because
shit,
nobody cares about Jay-Z's ass. That's
Nobody
why.
cares about Jay-Z anymore. Just Beyonce.
It's
Oh,
conspiracy.
man.
I'm telling you. It's because his ass is Nicki Minaj's ass.
Okay,
You
let
just
me-
don't want to admit you've been looking at Jay-Z's ass when you've been fantasizing about Nicki Minaj. I get
Okay,
it.
let me challenge you this. Since you think everybody's ass will just show up on Google, why don't you type up a random celebrity male? Don't make it easy. Don't be like Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans. No. Do like a regular person.
Like who? Like
Okay, this is
Dude,
by the way,
Johnny
like, the
Sins.
screen that I'm sharing is what I look up when I type in Jay-Z ass. I get that.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, I get all those pictures when he has
That's
that.
So-
Jay-Z.
It's so
nobody-
fucking
because-
creepy, and I'm not for that. It's so weird. And then I get like
Look, Beyonce is like, get off of
I
me,
get
bitch.
this one, Jay-Z ass, and it's just him looking at Beyonce's ass.
That's what I'm
touching
saying.
it.
because
Yeah.
nobody cares
And
about
then
Jay-Z's ass. What do you-
Jay-Z, Beyonce's. I don't even get a full picture of his ass, so I can't confirm if that's
So-
Nicki Minaj or not. And then I get that where Jay-Z
Jay-Z.
also like being so fucking
He's-
weird.
He's always he's always behind her all the time. Like, you're the man.
There's
you should
nothing
be
wrong with
fucked.
that. Like, who cares? Like, he's like, yeah. Do you want an
Yo.
encore?
Ah,
Do you want more? Only rappers will get that. And then, yeah, that one again. This is.
I got
Oh,
it.
this one was different. I don't even know what
Aston
that is.
says, wait. Aston says, well, Jay-Z in bathing shorts shows his ass somewhat small and curved. He found one.
You found one. Okay, great.
He
why are
finally
we
found
over-
his mini me. I don't know.
Why are we overanalyzing this? Why?
I mean,
I don't know. I
Gigantic.
tried.
Okay, actually, here's what I want you to do. Look up Nicki Minaj ass. We're gonna since you want to do this, we're gonna go full on.
hey,
But
there's nothing wrong
You
with this.
share
Look
it
up-
this
look up-
time.
look up
You
Nicki
share
Minaj
it,
ass.
you pervert.
Let's
All
look
right.
at- No,
Whoa,
y'all.
whoa, whoa.
Since y'all want to look up Jay-Z's ass, why don't you look up Nicki's
I'm
ass
looking
while
it
you're on
up.
it?
No,
Look
no,
it up.
you do
We're
it.
gonna
You
take a
do
look
it.
at
I
since
got
you
it.
started.
Oh my
Don't worry.
God.
It's your turn, DL. You
This
can
has
continue
gone
the
off
show.
the
You
rails.
look up that Wakanda ass. All right.
I got it. Don't worry. I got
Just
it.
call Wakanda ass.
That was kind of weird that you said that, Justin. I'm not gonna lie, but
I don't
I mean,
know.
you-
I don't know. The first time okay.
Now, yeah, look at that. Now, I want y'all to take a good look at that. Good look at that. Does that look anything like Jay-Z's ass?
Are you sure? Are you sure that's Nicki Minaj? Let's scroll up.
if I scroll up and it's Jay-Z, what are you gonna do, DL?
Dude, how
It
much-
ain't gonna be Jay-Z.
How
It
much-
ain't gonna be Jay-Z.
That's Nikki.
That's Jay-Z. Look at that.
Look how fat that ass is. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Why is this even an argument now?
Oh, I have a question. Okay.
You have a question?
So,
It's called ass, and women have it, and they're nice.
And,
Yes, very nice.
Also, Nicki Minaj, not my type.
As that only the recycled ocean plastic can be injected into.
you need a Billy Gunn music for the ass stuff.
I mean, I love the slow reveal that it was not Jay-Z. Like, imagine if you had like a meme of Jay-Z with a smile on his face.
Oh, we got to do that. Someone Photoshop Jay-Z's face. on
That
picture.
would be so funny. Like, that's
so
what I was
stupid.
expecting. It's just like, look, it's not Jay-Z. It's not Jay-Z. And then you scroll up, it's a meme of Jay-Z with a
I
hat
almost
on.
thought that's what you were gonna do to me.
With
That
a
you actually
smile.
got.
Oh my god.
Vanya
that
said
would
Aaron
be
reached out to his
amazing.
screen.
I did. He was right.
Oh, yeah. But isn't that so funny that I could look up a celebrity ass of like any woman and I'll be able to find it, but when it comes to
Yeah.
a guy, I can't find it. It's so frustrating, man. Can you guys relate?
I could.
Well,
Because you could
Well, I'm
look
into
up
women, so I can't.
yeah, I like women's ass. Sorry.
Look. If you look up any male
Hey, I did
celebrity
too.
topless, you can find all the dudes with their shirts off.
Yeah,
Try to look up
true.
a female topless. I'm lost half the time. Like,
Look,
Well,
I mean,
no,
I am
Tony,
all
there's ways.
for sexualizing everyone. You know, like I don't care. I don't care. It's all
you got to
about,
big it now.
It's all about diversity and just
It's all about diversity.
That's just says you're looking in the wrong spots. That's why.
Am I? Maybe so.
But in honor of the Nicki Minaj Jay-Z ass conspiracy, this weekend on Saturday we will play another round of Celebrity Butt Challenge.
Oh boy.
So you better study your asses. We'll see whose
There's a lot of ass.
knowledge of celebrity ass will take them to the front of the class.
You gotta get Billy Gunn's theme music, Tony.
No, we don't do that.
Ass,
That's
man.
copyrighted.
That's copyright.
That's true.
That is
What's
one.
going to happen is we're going to find out whose knowledge of celebrity posterior will reign superior this Saturday.
Do a short. Usually, maybe you could do a
Oh,
short.
wait, I did
for
a short
Billy Gunn's
before.
theme music.
It didn't really get any no
Okay.
fraction.
I'm going to be there too.
Haunted Whisper's excited. Celebrity Butt Challenge lives. That was like one of you guys laugh. You laugh, right? But I did we did 2 episodes that we cut into like videos, and 100% of all the viewers on that video was female. So females like
It's more than Max gets on his
celebrity ass.
All right, can we start this and look at asses, please?
No, I said Saturday, Justin. I didn't say today.
Gotta wait till Saturday.
Yeah, wait till Saturday.
Oh, it's
That's
Saturday. Oh,
Because I got it. What we do is we take a picture and we cut out all the stuff but the ass. So you don't have any context clues. You just see an ass.
I love how you said "but the ass."
Yeah.
That was terrible too. Yeah, I know.
He's gonna
All right, speaking of ass, Whitney Cummings says comedians have become the enemy.
Whitney Cummings.
But she is a comedian. What do you?
Oh, I love Whitney Cummings. Oh my goodness.
She's making a good point. She's not making a bad
had
point.
a great podcast. I will just tell you right now, her podcast has been awesome with Bert Kreischer, and she had like Miranda Cosgrove on, and
Hilary Duff.
who was and Miranda Cosgrove was just like so adorable there, and like that was pre like iCarly revival.
Yeah.
And she has a good show, and I actually really like the show, and she asks good questions. Although she has learned from her earlier days to not talk about herself. Really nice, and like talk more about the guest. She has learned a lot about that. But
She's a lot funnier now, right? Because she had to develop being funny because she's pretty, so she thought she was funny, and then
her last name is funny.
She was funny, and she is pretty, and I say is as in like current context. Yes, she's gorgeous. I don't
I mean,
care.
her last name.
I don't
Her
care.
last name is.
no, because I made a point last week to say that pretty people are not funny.
Grow up, Aaron.
No, she. Yeah,
we were talking about
people
asses
are
out here.
funny. I'm sorry.
I didn't start it.
Ryan Reynolds is hilarious.
Whitney Cummings is definitely not funny.
I
That's why I came in here just
Oh,
so I
he's
could say
back.
that.
She is funny.
Have you seen her new special?
No.
We
No,
need to
what's
pull
it
up the
on?
trailer. That's one of the worst trailers ever, period, for
What's it
anything.
on?
She's good at the podcast. She's good on her podcast.
No, she's part of. Listen, if you are a fan, a friend of, you know who I'm going to say, Brendan Schaub, you are not funny. You are just not funny. You're painfully unfunny. You think you're funny.
Damn.
But I'm telling you, we got to get rid of these LA comics. They're terrible.
But
They
she's
all
not
want to
even
be Dave
she's not even-
Chappelle.
She's not even the prettiest female comic. That's like a Eliza Schleichinger. I'm not saying.
Oh, yeah.
She's
There's too many of these comedians who have this podcast, and they're all like, "Yeah, I'm funny, and I love comedy." And then you go listen to their stand up, and you're like, "Oh my god, get off the fucking stage!
Blinded.
It's time to go."
You're killing our gimmick.
Oh man,
Yeah, you really are, because like I mean I'm looking at that picture of Whitney Cummings and I'm like marry me.
I'm just thinking that that's what we do. We think we're funny on a podcast, and he's basically like, "Hey, people on podcasts aren't funny."
no. This is
Maybe I'm
10
not
times
funny. I'm
worse.
probably like the least funny person on this panel.
Wait a minute.
Everyone else is fucking hilarious.
You guys really need to follow these comedians to know that they are just not funny at all. Like there's
That's
no
why I don't follow them.
self-awareness at all.
Is it to make you feel better or us better? Like, or is it because they're really
No,
not
because I'm
funny?
telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I know. Listen, the moment I mention Brendan Schaub, you guys should automatically know what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
Brendan Schaub.
Brendan Schaub is not funny.
Brendan Schaub is not funny at all, and she is one of his friends. So there you go. That's all you need to know.
Okay. Just
That's
because
like
you're
guilt by
friends with someone who's
association, though.
Not funny.
It
doesn't
is.
mean You're not funny.
It's like it is, but I don't care. Also,
That's the
Brendan
whole
Schaub,
point.
copyright struck us, so fuck that guy.
Brendan Schaub is a hack. He is a fraud. He thinks he's Dave Chappelle. All these comedians, they think they're Dave Chappelle. They are not Dave Chappelle. It's time to stop. Pack up your bags. Do something else. Maybe you can get a movie career, but you're not comics. You're just not. I'm sorry.
They can have a movie career like Adam Sandler.
Oh my god.
Sure,
I said it
whatever.
from a
What is
comic.
the robot saying?
What's the robots?
Mhm.
All right, R2D2. You need to retrain yourself.
Man,
All
George
right.
is getting roasted.
Now that all
I'm
that-
sorry, George. Whenever you talk, there is a static there, and I don't know. You need to fix the cord on your mic or something. I don't know.
Blame Brendan Schaub, George.
All right, guys. We're getting off track because
I love you.
she
George.
made a good point that I'd really like to discuss.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So she says, Whitney Cummings thinks it's a dangerous time to be a comedian in America. I don't have to tell you, over the past couple of years, comedy has taken quite a hit. The performer tells Page Six in an exclusive interview, it became super obvious that there were some issues in our society, which, it's usually our job to comment on and confront. And all of a sudden, comedians started becoming like the enemy. Cummings explained that previously comedians would tackle sensitive subjects to help everyone cope and to laugh at horrible things. And then all of a sudden, for a litany of reasons, people started saying comedians are bullies and they're causing violence. And we're like, wait, what?
No, it's most of these comics suck ass, including Whitney Cummings and all her friends.
Okay,
they
but
all
that's
suck.
coming.
And I'll get into it. I'll get into it. Here's my point, right? What I got to say, because they always there's got to be some people in the chat who watch Red Bar. Okay, Red Bar is not a stand-up comic. He's 10 times funnier than half these people, and these people always make the claim, "Oh, I don't want to get canceled," and "Well, we want to talk about sensitive issues." You don't, because you sit there on stage and you talk about what? Fucking getting jerked off. That's the sensitive subject matter you're talking about. The thing that every comic before you has talked about. No. They like to twist this and say stuff like this because they suck. And she got bombed. She has one of the lowest rating of a comic stand-up because it was so fucking bad. Go watch that trailer. You don't need to watch the special. Watch the damn trailer.
Damn,
okay.
you're really upset about this.
Not because I know, because I follow these comics. We talk about this. It's so fucking annoying when they sit down and say this shit. And it's like, no, just come out and say you're not funny. You're just not funny. Stop using this whole cancel culture excuse. It's bullshit.
Whoa, blinded. Relax. Calm down. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack. You're going to film school. Relax.
I'm doing this intentionally, by the way. So.
I know. But what I'm saying is, even though she's stupid and not funny, right? The point she's making still stands for people who are funny.
No, it doesn't. Because the people who are funny, everybody still watches them. People are still watching Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was getting canceled all the. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter.
No.
No, it doesn't matter. Everybody still watches Dave Chappelle. People still watch Bill Burr. We can go down the list of comedians who are still.
That is a non-issue there. But
are they not getting Netflix specials?
No. Hold on, man. Look, you had a point with the whole, special effects are the only reason why.
No, you just don't agree with this point, right?
Hold on.
No. This is a different thing. Comedy, first off, is subjective. It doesn't matter what it is. Her point isn't whether or not you think she is funny or not. Is that the comedians are apparently.
So you didn't hear what I just said. Who is canceled?
Hold on.
Who is canceled? That's you can answer that question next.
I'm sorry. I am speaking right now. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine. Finish then.
Hold on. I will finish. Just hold on.
This is part of the stick.
Whether or not you think comedians are funny or not that's subjective. That's your prerogative, your opinion. Who gives a fuck? But her point is comedians are being attacked because they are speaking their minds, and whether you agree with them or not, they are trying to make jokes and being funny. And the greater point is that they are more subjective to cancel culture because they are making jokes and making light out of serious situations, something that they've been doing for a long time. Going back to the earliest of comedians, George Carlin always made light of serious conversations and would be considered an SJW to today's standards because he was progressive in his later years, but was always funny. But they made jokes. They made light out of serious situations, and SNL does a terrible job at it. A lot of comedians do terrible jobs at it, and whether or not you think Whitney Cummings does a terrible job at it or not, the point is when comedians try to cross that line, as they've always crossed those kind of boundaries, that's their job, to cross that boundary and to make light out of serious situations. And that's the point she's trying to make. At least that's what I think she's trying to make. And
that's the point.
Whether or not she's funny or not, her point still stands.
Okay, that has nothing to do with my point, but I respect what you were saying. My point is that a lot of these bad comedians like to use this defense. Meanwhile, the better comedians sit there and go, "Yeah, I know the culture right now, but I'm still gonna get up on stage and say whatever I want," which is true.
Yeah, but
These other
here's the-
crappy
hold on,
comedians
hold on,
use
Blinded.
this defense.
Blinded. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold
okay,
on. Let me speak.
Okay.
Let me speak. What Blinded is saying, hold some water. However, he has to understand that as a new comedian coming up, I'm just starting the circuit. If I try to tell those kind of jokes, I'm never going to get booked.
That's not true, because the newest rising star, I was just looking at it. He got into some beef with George Lopez because they were calling him the next George Lopez because he blew up overnight. And I have to look up his name, but this guy is like, he's 26 and he's got a HBO special. He's saying whatever he wants. He's saying some edgy stuff too. He even had a back and forth with George Lopez. So I don't agree with that at all. It's Whitney Cummings, it's Brendan Schaub, it's all of these comedians that are like, who say this stuff.
Let's watch this 1 minute trailer. You say that she's bad. And if we don't get no
I
laughs,
just watched it. I can see where Brian Mills is coming from.
I just watched it. Aaron, you're not helping. Let's find out.
Aaron knows. He knows.
I mean, the sex jokes is everybody.
There's a documentary I need you to watch
Pretty
immediately.
immature.
Why are you complaining about this miracle in your living room? Turn this song off in 3 minutes. Pop, pop, crack, crack, pop. Daddy, 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 daddy. They don't deserve to see this V-neck and this dick. That is a move that's illegal in the NFL. I would like a Big Beaver magazine, please. I paid 74 nickels for this bullshit. We put it on our face. We can plie down to the spelling bee. I'm on the moon. It's like 2 crocodile eyes coming out of a pond. It's dark. No. Should we just get in the van with that guy? I feel like that was good. Can I have my ring, please? She doesn't get it.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I told you.
God, that
he was right.
Like some of the worst.
I did.
Hey,
To
they
be
put
fair,
the
though.
trailer together, right? The trailer's supposed to sell you on the special.
Dude,
They-
it's all the sex stuff. Oh my god.
Okay, Aaron, you're disqualified because
Dude, I mean, that just
No, but it's just so much of it in that trailer. Like, I
That
can
was
see where
the best
Brian
part.
Mills
It's
coming
cringe. It is cringe. That's why I said this. And again, if you're following comedians, you would know that a lot of these comedians, they suck. They just flat out suck. I get it, subjective, whatever. But if you're standing up on stage doing all this physical comedy, Joe Rogan's is another person who, I'm a comedian, and then you watch a special and you're like, why? Just go back to doing MMA commentary. Like,
You know who's
what
a
are you
terrible stand-up?
doing? Like,
see, you know, that's the difference that I'm like. I like Whitney Cummings' podcast. I like Joe Rogan's podcast.
Sure.
I like Joe Rogan's performance in news radio. I never said anything about Whitney Cummings.
I'm not talking. I'm not single. Listen, I'm talking in general. Okay.
Yeah.
I am saying, because listen, I follow this community. There's a whole. Maybe you're not aware, but there is a whole big giant subreddit of people who just dunk on these comedians because they are really bad and they like to use this defense. And it's just like, listen, there are good comics. We just mentioned 2 comics that they keep getting canceled, right? People go, oh my God, Bill Burr said this, Dave Chappelle said this.
Bill Burr's not
Yet
canceled,
they get Netflix specials all the time. They're still doing
Bill
Netflix
Burr's
specials.
Mandalorian.
People,
He hosts at SNL.
Yeah, and
This
by
is
the
my
way,
point.
I actually got to see Bill Burr a year ago, and he had a whole joke about amputees. And my best friend, who's getting married next month, is an amputee, and me and my other best friend are just laughing our asses off so hard because we wish our friend. And we thought, like, oh my God, what if we got front row tickets to this show, and we had our friend who's an amputee, like, you know, like be be there in the front row to show his amputated leg and his prosthetic to Bill Burr as he's saying that joke. Like, oh my God, what a great moment that would have been. And we are dying. We were losing our breath on that. Like I am telling you, like I am not saying that these canceled comedians, like whatever, like look, there are great comedians out there, and I think that some of them are better in the form of podcasts, which is Whitney Cummings. Like I like her as a podcast host. I enjoy it. Like I have nothing against that. I have no comment on her stage performance, like as a stand-up comedian. Like that's not what I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch your podcast. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. And
Maybe it's because it's better because some comedians that do podcasts, they're not trying.
They talk
to be
about
funny
their
when they have
comedy
show.
in their podcast. This is the thing. It's all of them have it. Bobby Lee has a podcast. He talks about comedy.
When they make jokes on,
Someone said Andrew Schultz. Again, someone who has a podcast who talks about comedy.
What the hell's so
they're
funny
not
about
trying to
losing a
be
limb?
funny, right? They're not trying to be funny. Like they're not. They
What's
have
so
an
funny
audience, but that's
about
not
losing a limb?
physical
What's so
audience.
funny about losing a limb? I will tell you. My best friend is what's funny. No, I'm kidding. No,
Oh my God.
no, I'm
See,
kidding.
see,
No,
see.
no. What's funny about it? I think my best friend would be able to tell you everything that's funny about it. Like how I don't know, when he gets up in the morning and realizes that his prosthetic is not on and he topples over. That's funny. That's funny.
You see,
But
on
I've
my
known
stream-
this guy for 20 years. I can make those jokes. I can tell you the struggles of him, and yeah, it's funny. And you will have to watch one of Bill Burr's Netflix things. I think it was like the Netflix is a joke sort of comedy thing, and he makes the same joke of like how like prosthetic limbs were, back then when you got ran over by a railroad track or something, in the 1800s. Yeah, yet you had a peg leg and it was very obvious. And now nowadays, if you lose a limb, they make better legs than God, is his joke. So there you go.
And on that note, we'll know that we are not comedians. As
I'm not a comedian.
Maybe that's why our jokes are better.
Maybe
Maybe that's why our jokes are better.
No, I mean, yeah, comedy is subjective.
And if that commentator is an amputee,
he's not. He's just fucking with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like the boss baby. It's okay. It's fine.
Oh, the boss.
And he's got a 1-inch bicep.
The tiny legs.
Oh my God.
You really angered Blair Brill totally, man. That's way to come back in.
It was a joke, by the way, because I do this all the time when they bring up comedy.
But Justin, he's always laughing at my jokes. He's gonna become the right hand man, and now he's gonna be my support whenever I tell a joke. My laugh track. My lackey, Jesus, man, you're demoting him.
No, Lackey does everything you say. Laughs everything at your joke.
I just want a human laugh track. That's all.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
With that said, we got no more topics. We're out of things to discuss. So I think we should end it there. It's been 3 hours and 8 minutes. What you think I'm joking though? Look up a picture of 1-inch biceps. He looks like Boss Baby. Anything to close the evening with, gentlemen?
Yeah, stop watching Brendan Schaub. Don't support these crap LA comics. Go actually look for comedians because they still exist. And don't believe this narrative.
Aaron, where can we find you in the next couple of days? What are you up to?
Okay, you can find me on my channel, Aaron World Order. Saturday, I'm doing episode 9. Let's talk pop. We're going to talk about chapter 20 of The Mandalorian, spoiler review. And we got a big return in that episode. You probably all know, but that's about it. Oh, and next Thursday, I'm doing a long wrestling stream, wrestling predictions for WrestleMania 2 nights.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And Mr. DL, what are you going to be up to?
Y'all can find me at I am DL. Talk about movies, shows, everything nerdy geek culture. So as I talked about earlier on my stream, we are talking about the Transformers movies on my channel leading up to Transformers Rise of the Beast. Next week, we are going to be talking about Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So tune in for that when it comes out. And going to talk about John Wick when it comes out, and Dungeons and Dragons, and Super Mario Brothers when that comes out. I think those are the most recent movies coming out. So that's pretty much what's coming on pipeline. And yes, we will talk about Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. We're trying to get the schedules coordinated, but yes, the podcast will come out.
You're gonna have a discussion about that.
Yeah,
you already filmed it.
What?
Did you already record the Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets thing?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh man,
I'm trying to get to it, man. It's just scheduling conflicts with people. So, but
no, because that's my favorite.
You want to be on it? Oh, I'm sorry.
We should do a review of Tommy Wiseau's new movie at some point. Everybody,
we will. We will.
We should.
Robo George, what are you going to be up to this week?
C-3PO, human cyborg relations.
Well, John Wick Chapter 4 comes out this weekend, so I plan on doing a review on that one. I don't know when my next stream is going to be, nor do I know what topics I'm discussing yet.
If you missed that, he said John Wick. He's going to be reviewing that. You don't know when. On his channel, The George.
The George, yeah. Are you as robotic on that as you are now?
Honestly, my reviews are not as robotic. It might be a StreamYard thing, but my
It's something. It's something. Blinded. What are you going to do?
You honestly sound like a straight C-3PO.
Blinded. What are you going to be up to? You still with us?
No, yeah. Tomorrow we have our stream, and Saturday, and then Sunday I do my own personal stream on my channel.
When you go to film school, are you going to be doing adult movies, or are you just going to go straight into Hollywood?
I've already made adult movies.
What?
Yeah.
He filmed them. He didn't actually star in them.
Maybe I did.
Where's the IMDb page?
You'll find it. It's a secret, but
what was it? Ass Blasters 13?
Yep.
He's gonna do like the parodies of the next Marvel movies.
Yeah, Blinded does porn. Ass Blasters 13, and what was it?
He's gonna do Kang Dynasty XXX. Porn parody.
It was the Finger Gangbang.
Shang-Chi and the 10 anal beads.
I thought it was the 10 cock rings, but whatever.
Oh, cock rings, sir.
Doctor Strange and the multiverse of pussies.
All right, guys. We're demonetized as it is. Come on. Keep it together.
Spider-Man, No Way Home to cock rings. I don't know.
No more cum.
No more cum.
50 Shades of Wanda.
All right, gentlemen.
God dang.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No way to cock rings. That's the best.
Iron Cock.
Far from coming is probably the best one. Then.
Far from coming. No, that's just like a blue balls thing. Yeah.
All right, Justin, what are you going to be up to?
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Cockamania.
That, yes, indeed.
That's a good one too.
No way to cock rings.
Oh, come on.
Cockamania.
Why did
Cockamania.
This all started because I made one simple joke about Blinded doing porn.
Meanwhile, two weekends ago, when Tony made that cum joke and no one got it, this is this is the result.
Yeah.
There you go.
Listen, guys. Next week, Endgame is going to have a whole new meaning.
Cocky runner.
But no, actually, we're going to have a couple of drunk reviews. The first one being Encino Man, which is the aftermath of us watching the show, and the second one is going to be, I think, because of the circumstances of how it was filmed, we're going to have to make it members only. So I have to create channel members to make it possible, because there's no way we could make it public. There's no possible way that we can make it work.
Why would you have to go members only?
We filmed it. I filmed it just for fun, of just us reacting to snakes on a plane. And I was just dressed as like the biggest douchebag in the world. And I don't like how I'm presenting myself right now, but imagine myself dressed the part of the biggest douchebag, and then talking about snakes on a plane and being like, just like making all these comments. I haven't seen it since last week when we filmed it, but my God, I think like if you guys were able to witness it full on, you would love it. But if you don't see that, if you don't see any of that, we still have This Week in Bullshit every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Every single Thursday, except for the exception being maybe I guess it's going to be the 420 stream, where it's going to be totally different and it's going to be unpredictable. And if anybody would like to light up a joint that day, come and join us that day.
On Hitler's birthday?
Everyone on the panel.
Oh,
it is true.
What?
Yeah, 420 is Hitler's birthday.
Is whose birthday?
Adolf
Hitler.
Huh? But dead people don't have birthdays.
He's not dead.
Oh, man.
He fled to Brazil.
He's a robot.
Oh, there's another theory, conspiracy theory.
Why would you try to ruin 420 with Hitler?
Yeah,
you didn't know that
yourself, man.
It's been like that for.
Why would you try to ruin the vibe like that?
That's
It was a joke.
That's why 420 is celebrated.
You know, like we are pro marijuana. We are against.
Everybody on 420 makes that joke.
Hitler will forever be in our hearts.
Really? Because the guys that
Yes.
I have
Hey,
with
look,
on
Justin,
420
all
have
I'm saying
never
is-
mentioned Hitler once.
All I'm saying is, without Hitler, we wouldn't have Call of Duty games. And if it takes a little, if it takes a little Holocaust for Call of Duty, that's what I'm willing to take.
Why would
Okay?
you say that?
without Hitler, we would not have Captain America.
No.
We are getting canceled.
Hey,
Wolf Among Us is a great game.
Oh God.
Great series.
he
Thank
gave
you,
us the
Bethesda.
greatest bad guys in all of cinema history. Thank you, Adolf Hitler.
The best skull.
And Glorious Bastards is great.
You will find me nowhere because we've just got canceled.
Yeah. Goodbye.
This is probably not the worst thing I've ever said on the show, so it'll be all right.
Well, what happened to the article that we just read about a comedian saying they can't talk about sensitive subject matter
that's what
because
I'm
they'll get canceled?
I had nothing to
We're
do
not
with it.
comedians, blinded.
As a person of color, I'm allowed to make those kind of jokes.
And I'm not. I am a person of color.
Isn't that right?
I'm a person of color. I didn't say any of this. I have nothing to do with anything these people said.
He's got to like read out this.
Have you ever seen Long Beach Griffey? You think we say some terrible shit? He says
Long Beach
Oh
Griffey.
yeah, he goes crazy, man.
How is he still on the internet? How is he not?
because he don't give a fuck.
Or have you seen Trey Rags?
Are you talking about like what I think you are?
What?
What?
Because that's like one of the greatest things ever.
What?
What?
DL's talking about.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, Justin's like all dancing around it. Just we don't know what you're saying.
You know what you're talking about.
We're
The
talking
comedian,
about
the
Griffey.
comedian.
The YouTuber.
It's great.
Yes. Oh my God.
Watch some of his videos.
You just got breaking news.
No.
Wait.
Batman and Iron Man are going to work together in a film.
Oh no.
Oh,
In a porno?
Yeah,
All right.
Great.
All right. If you guys haven't seen this tweet, you guys follow me on Twitter for great crypto. Look at this. $1.
Yeah, I saw.
Remember last week it was 10 cents.
10 cents.
$1.64 now, baby.
Tony Khan's training for you, buddy.
16-time return in 1 week.
Oh boy.
Who does that? Nobody. Nobody can do that. I'm making bank. I had to blot out how much crypto I have because you guys might get a little upset. But damn, I'm not doing any more super chats because Tony's fucking rolling.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Well, we're ending it anyway, Justin. You don't have to leave. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. As you know, I'll be here Saturday. I'll be here tomorrow. We'll be watching some Neil Breen and riffing on it. And maybe there'll be a Nazi joke. I don't know. We haven't decided.
Oh.
Oh boy.
But as always, love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.